Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. We the chosen people, you say no way. Your enemies been teaching you the wrong way. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's the simple things in life, like learning all again. It's the simple things in life, like finding where it all began. Oh, do you know your history? History. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know your history? History. Yeah. Do you know it? Do you know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? Do you know it? Tell me, do you know it? History, history. Now we going back. He done on my back for sure. When I let the truth go, we gon' let them know. My people on my back for sure. I hold them. I hold.
We are back. It's been a while. Shalom, 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 y'all. My praises. Hey, let's just start into it. You are now tuned into
Our Hidden History Radio Show.
All right, we're back on. We got a few missing members. Brothers is under the weather, in the way, so we got a new cast. All right, so there we got Officer Asa. And we got Manny. Well, Manny ain't new, but Manny, Manny.
He's always back in the dark.
He's always in the background. He's in the back, handling business, getting cursed out.
That's right.
In IT. So
we're
going to have Manny read today for comic relief.
Oh,
just in case things go bad, have him read.
Have mercy, D.
Have him reading the entire time. So then we got to make the class 3 hours longer. Nah, but all praises, man. We're back. It's been a while. So we're just going to jump into it. I got to cover a lot of things. Almost forgot to bring up my notebook here. All right, so let's jump into it. So we're going to go into today's topic is going to be the Black Irish, the slave trade and the Black Irish. You have white folks say, "Oh, Irish were sold as slaves too." Well, they were. They were definitely sold as slaves, the Irish. Most definitely sold. But they were not Caucasians. All right? That's one thing that they leave out. All right? So we're going to jump into that. Shout out to those of you who are watching, and those of you who are copying my lessons and doing shorts. Shout out to you plagiarizing Negroes. Shout out to y'all too. Can't do anything. This is the reason why when I first started the shirts and I showed the books for the exact reason, because Negroes will come along and go, "Did you know?" and do shorts with our sources in their videos or whatever, man. All glory go to the Lord, But not to bear false witness is another scripture also. You guys fail to understand or being deceitful. I think I leave that part out. But anyways, where we at? Give me the Memoirs of the Court of England. Memoirs of the Court of England. pages that I have in there for it by John. Forgot that. It's Danish. John Jesse. All right. This book was published in 1840. So this book was published when we was in slavery. 1840 in Philadelphia. The reign of the Stuarts. Let's zoom in. Go to the page that's underlined. Let me see that I want. That I have in this underline. Whatever I have highlighted or underlines, go there. Yeah, circle pages. Yep. Okay. Go down. This is going into. Let me see. Go down. Start from there. So it's going into the understanding of where Charles I, King James' son, was beheaded, and they want to know if they have actually found his body. We had touched this before. We're not going to go into it again, just to refresh your minds about King James' son, Charles I. Read that.
But all doubts have been set at rest in our times by the opening of King Charles's coffin in 1813 in the presence of George IV, then Prince of Wales.
Right. So 1813, he was beheaded around 1648 or 49. He was beheaded under Cromwell. Okay. Oliver Cromwell plays an important role in what we're going to be going over today. Go ahead.
The interesting account of Sir Henry Halford is well known. On removing the pall and plain leaden coffin with no appearance of ever having been enclosed in wood and bearing an inscription, King Charles, 1648, in large, legible characters on a scroll of lead encircling it, immediately presented itself to the view.
That's the person you see on the grave. So that's how you knew it was King Charles' coffin. Go ahead.
A square opening was then made in the upper part of the lid of such dimensions as to admit a clear insight into its contents. These were an internal wooden coffin, very much decayed, and the body carefully wrapped up in cerecloth, into the folds of which a quantity of unctuous or greasy matter mixed with resin, as it seems, had been melted.
So I guess to preserve the body, to preserve it. Go ahead.
So as to exclude as effectually as possible the external air.
To keep the air out so the body can last. So almost like a form of embalming, to keep the body preserved so it lasts longer in the coffin. Go ahead. At length.
At length, the whole face was disengaged from its covering. The complexion of the skin of it was dark and discolored.
So his complexion, his skin was still on his bones, was dark and discolored. Now somebody said, oh, that's because he was dead for so long. That's why it's dark and discolored. That's not why. His complexion was dark because he was black. Go ahead.
The forehead and temples had lost little or nothing of their muscular substance.
Because that substance kept the body preserved and kept the skin on the bones. Go ahead. For the most part. Go ahead.
The cartilage of the nose was gone, but the left eye in the first moment of exposure was open and full, though it vanished almost immediately.
Right. It decayed fast. His body was preserved. That stuff was keeping it preserved. So the eye was still inside the head until they removed it. Go ahead.
The shape of the face was a long oval.
Yeah, a long oval face. Go ahead.
Many of the teeth remained.
Still had his teeth in his mouth.
And the left ear, in consequence of the interposition of the unctuous matter between it and the cerecloth, was found entire.
The entire ear was there, so that is complete. The ear has a complexion. Go ahead.
The back part of the scalp was entirely perfect.
So the back part of his scalp, so the back of his head was entirely perfect. The back part of his scalp was kept in mint condition. Watch.
And had a remarkably fresh appearance.
Watch.
Nearly black.
Very dark skinned scalp. I don't know about you, but I know if your scalp is dark, then your hands and arms and legs and feet and face is dark. So King Charles I was a black man. So when we see a shirt pop up on here with this book being used, we'll know you niggas are stealing stuff. Right. So this book is not known among many people. So King Charles I's body was exhumed, and his body was kept in neat preservation, and his scalp or his head or hair in his head was nearly black or dark. He was very, very dark. Go ahead.
A portion of it, which has been since cleaned and dried, is of a beautiful dark brown color.
So his scalp was a dark brown color. This is King James' son, Charles I. Go down.
On holding up the head to examine the place of separation from the body.
Because he was beheaded. So they were trying to see if there was any signs of him being beheaded. Go ahead.
The muscles of the neck had evidently retracted themselves considerably, and the fourth cervical vertebra was found to be cut through its substance transversely, leaving the surfaces of the divided portions perfectly smooth and even, an appearance which could have been produced only by a heavy blow, inflicted with a very sharp instrument, and which furnished the last proof wanting to identify King Charles I.
Go ahead.
By his queen, Henrietta Maria, the king had 8 children.
So King Charles I was his body was exhumed. They found proof his head had been cut off, and they sewed it back on. But they could tell the way it looked there had been cut off. His head had been before they sewed it back on. So again, this is King Charles I's description in the grave, a black man. Okay, that's all I want. So now, why did I go here? Because Cromwell was behind this execution, Oliver Cromwell. Now, we're not the King Charles I. I don't know who the hell this white guy's supposed to be. Oh, that's Oliver Cromwell? Okay, that's Oliver Cromwell right there. I thought that was King Charles, this depiction. So, this bastard right here killed King Charles I. When you read that same book, people were all hurt. They were hurt. Go back to that book again. Go back to it. It tells you that.
Hey,
When he got killed, that the people were like, oh, man. And people remembered it. Go down where it mentions the next page, I think it mentions it. No, it mentions that the people are like, oh. Let me see.
No, that's not it.
Go back. Yeah, go back.
The other back. Yep.
Let me see. Yeah, the son named Charles, his firstborn, who survived the rite of baptism. Yeah, but his son name is Charles. I mean, he had Charles II. He survived. Let me see. Go down. Go. Let me see. Go back. Zoom in. Nah, it mentions how when he got his head cut off, they all mourned. They all like.
Go back again.
Go back some again. Mm-hmm.
Down. Yeah. At the Restoration, Parliament voted the large sum of £70,000 to the king for a purpose of erecting a grateful and lasting monument to No.
Might be a different book.
Yeah.
Go back. Let me see. I forgot what book it's in where it mentions they all mourned that they were like, oh, like a weird, when they cut his head off, they all like, oh, it was bad because they felt bad he was killed like that. He was a good king. But Cromwell took over because, again, the parliament, we allowed Edomites into our parliament, and they were trying to tell the king what to do. And the right of kings, the king could do what he wants. So the parliament pretty much made King Charles have to be a traitor or pretty much a king of treason and had him killed. And Oliver Cromwell went crazy when he killed King Charles I. So we're going to go into that now. So now let me see House of Stuart, Wikipedia. So we're going to go into the history of what happened, what took place once Charles I. You had people called Cromwell, so forth. And you had people that supported the Stuarts called Jacobites because King James, his name was King Jacobus. And if you were a supporter of the king and his family, you were a Jacobite. All right? Dr. Stewart, we're going to start in 1503. In 1503, yep. We're going to end at 1660.
In 1503, James IV married Margaret Tudor, thus linking the reigning royal houses of Scotland and England. Mm-hmm. Margaret's niece, Elizabeth I of England, died without issue in 1603. And James IV's and Margaret's great-grandson, James IV of Scotland, acceded to the thrones of England and Ireland as James I in the Union of the Crown.
He became the first and fourth. Go ahead.
The Stuarts were monarchs of Britain and Ireland and its growing empire until the death of Queen Anne in 1714.
That was the last reigning Stuart before the white man took over. The German family took over. Queen Anne. Go ahead.
Except for the period of the Commonwealth between 1649 and 1660.
So right here, the Commonwealth. I want you to click Commonwealth. And we're going to end at 1653.
The Commonwealth of England, enlarged in 1653
This is after King Charles is killed. Go ahead.
as the Commonwealth of England, Scotland, and Ireland, was the political structure during the period from 1649 to 1660, when the Kingdom of England was dissolved into a republic after the end of the Second English Civil War and the trial and execution of Charles I. The republic's existence was declared through an act declaring England to be a commonwealth, adopted by the Rump Parliament on 19 May 1649. Power in the early Commonwealth was vested primarily in the Parliament and a Council of State. During the period, fighting continued, particularly in Ireland and Scotland, between the parliamentary forces.
Parliamentary forces was Cromwell and the rest of those who supported him. Go ahead.
Parliamentary forces and those opposed to them.
Those who opposed to them were those who supported King Charles' family, the King James family, the Jacobite family. Go ahead.
And the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland.
There we go. The Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. The Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. Go ahead.
And the Anglo-Scottish War of 1650 and 1652.
So the Cromwellian conquest of England. The Cromwellian conquest of England. Let me see. Click click that, please. Read that. We're gonna end at let me see. Yeah. 50, end at 53 also. Read that.
The Commonwealth of England, initially led by Oliver Cromwell.
See that? So the Commonwealth of England, read about earlier, was initially led by Oliver Cromwell. He's behind it. Go ahead.
Conquered Ireland between 1649.
Right after he killed Charles I, he went on a genocidal murder spree. Go ahead.
1649 and 1653.
So between 1649 and 1653. Go ahead.
During the Irish Confederate Wars and Wars of the Three Kingdoms, modern estimates suggest that during this period, Ireland experienced a demographic loss.
Go ahead.
Totaling around 15 to 25% of the pre-1641 population due to fighting, famine, and bubonic plague.
So this guy went on a murder spree. He was killing a lot of us during this time. The white man gained power over the throne. Now, give me, let's see. Go read that.
The Irish Rebellion of 1641 brought much of Ireland under the control of the Irish Catholic Confederation.
Yep. Irish Catholic Confederation. Parliament, go ahead.
Who engaged in a multi-sided war with royalists.
Royalists are those who believe in the king, support the king. Go ahead.
Parliamentarians.
That's those who supported Cromwell.
Scots Covenanters, and local Presbyterian militia. Following the execution of Charles I in January 1649, the Confederates allied with their former royalist opponents against the newly established Commonwealth of England.
Cromwell, go ahead.
Cromwell landed near Dublin in August 1649 with an expeditionary force, and by the end of 1650, the Confederacy had been defeated, although sporadic guerrilla warfare continued until 1653.
So Cromwell went and started killing a lot of Jake out of the land. Okay? Now, give me the links. Sent you a lot of them, so I'm just going to just read whatever you post up first. Read that, blow that up. The two belong
to different historical periods.
So the question I asked was, did this involve Jacobites? Is what I asked. Go ahead.
No, Oliver Cromwell's transportations did not involve Jacobites. The two belong to different historical periods.
Before, go ahead.
Cromwell's transportations, 1649 to 1650s. These occurred during the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland.
Well, the Commonwealth of England, same thing. Go ahead.
Following the execution of King Charles I, the people shipped were primarily royalists.
Go ahead.
Supporters of Charles I and II, and Irish Catholic Confederates. The Jacobite movement from 1688 to 1746. This movement did not begin until the Glorious Revolution of 1688, nearly 30 years after Cromwell's death. Jacobites were supporters of the exiled King James II, Latin Jacobus, and his descendants.
So the Jacobite movement came later, but so far today we're touching on Jacobites as well. But the slave trade, the Irish slave trade, started with Cromwell. Okay, now get the next one.
Historical timeline comparison. Era, Cromwellian, 1649 to 1660. Key conflict, English Civil War or the conquest of Ireland. Main opposition to the state, Royalists and Irish Confederates.
That's Cromwell. Watch.
Jacobites in 1688 to 1746. Their key conflict, Jacobite risings, 1689, 1715, 1745.
Keep those years in mind. Go ahead.
Main opposition to the state, Jacobites, Stuart loyalists.
Stuart loyalists. Go ahead.
While both groups were eventually transported to the colonies as punishment.
They are what?
Transported to the colonies as
For
punishment.
being loyal to the crown, to the black crown, these guys are transported to colonies. How? On ships. Go ahead.
For instance, over 450 Jacobites were sent to North America.
Sent where?
To North America after the 1715 uprising. These were separate government actions under different regimes.
Now go to the next one. Then.
The voyage. Oh,
Go
sorry.
Go up to the top. Read that.
What happened to the Jacobites and who was behind their departure and what were the conditions and where? Yep. The Jacobite transportations occurred primarily in the 18th century.
1700s.
Following the failed Jacobite risings of 1715, the 15, and 1745, the 45. Unlike the Cromwellian era, these departures were handled by the British Hanoverian government, Kings George I and George II.
These guys are the white people that took over the crown. The German family, we read about earlier, I mentioned before. These guys were behind shipping the Jacobites into slavery, pretty much. All right, so the Cromwellian thing took place before, but both Edomites did the same exact thing in different time frames. Read that. Who's behind the departure?
Who was behind their departure? The transportation of Jacobites was a calculated move by the British Crown to avoid the political fallout of mass executions while permanently removing rebels from British soil. The courts and the Crown, after the battles of Preston, 1715, and Culloden, 1746, thousands of Highlanders and English...
Thousands of what?
Highlanders.
The movie with the sword, Highlanders. That's Jake that lived in the Highlands. You had black people living in the Highlands. You had black folks living in the Lowlands. Go ahead.
Thousands of Highlanders and English Jacobites were captured.
Watch.
The government used the Transportation Act of 1717 to streamline this process. Merchants and contractors. The government often gave prisoners to merchants as gifts.
As gifts. Give Revelation. I want Revelation 11. As gifts.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 10. Come on. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry.
And make merry over us, the 12 tribes. Go ahead.
And shall send gifts one to another.
That was us. Send gifts nations or send gifts one to another. Go ahead.
Because these two prophets,
Judah and Ephraim,
tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
because we ruled over them, we gave them hell. So they sent us as gifts. Let's go back.
Merchants and contractors. The government often gave prisoners to merchants.
They gave prisoners as in, matter of fact, hold that to who? They gave prisoners to merchants. Hold that, Revelation 18. They gave us as gifts. Here's a continuation of that.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 11. Come on. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
America, Babylon, go ahead.
The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves.
And slaves. Go ahead.
And souls of men.
So, and souls of men. So this is all this is all leading into the transatlantic slave trade. That's just going into. King George the First and Second were heavily involved in that. They're involved in this whole thing here. Go back. They're involved in the merchants. Go ahead. Go back to here.
The government often gave prisoners to merchants as gifts. These merchants would pay for the shipping costs
Go ahead.
in exchange for the right to sell the prisoners.
To sell the prisoners. Go ahead. Watch.
Prisoners' labor in the colonies.
Their labor in the colonies. Labor. What kind of labor? Slave labor. Read on.
Where were they sent?
Where were these prisoners sent?
The Jacobites were sent primarily to the North American colonies and the Caribbean.
So they sold Judah and Benjamin from these areas. Go ahead.
Maryland and Virginia. These were the most common destinations for the 1715 prisoners. Many ended up working on tobacco plantations.
So Maryland and Virginia, these are the most common destinations for the 1715 prisoners. Many ended up working on tobacco plantations. That's black people here.
Right.
That were supporters of King James because he was a black king. Okay? Well, King James family. Go ahead. The royalists. Go ahead.
South Carolina and Georgia. A significant number of the 1745 rebels were sent here.
Watch.
The Caribbean, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Kitts. While Cromwell sent many Irish here.
What did Cromwell do?
Sent many Irish here.
Cromwell sent many Irish here during his Cromwellian conquest against those that supported King Charles, the royalists. He started it off. And then King George the First and Second followed behind later on. They took over the throne. They followed behind this boy here, their man here. All right, they shipped. So Cromwell, so I want it right here. He shipped off the Irish to these areas here. They were British, because the islands were British colonies. Read again.
While Cromwell sent many Irish here.
To the Caribbean, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Kitts. Go ahead.
18th century Jacobites were also sent to the Sugar Islands, though the mortality rate there was much higher.
We were it was a slave pool, it was a plantation. We were dying there. They were killing us. Read on.
Conditions of the journey and life. The experience of a Jacobite prisoner was grueling and often lasted for a term of 7 to 14 years.
Go ahead.
The voyage. Prisoners were kept in the holds of merchant ships.
Watch.
In cramped, unsanitary conditions.
That's a slave ship. That's a slave ship. Go ahead.
Outbreaks of ship fever, typhus, and scurvy were common.
Watch.
Some records show that up to 10 to 15% of prisoners died before reaching the Americas.
Sound familiar? It's a slave trade. Go ahead.
Indenture versus slavery.
So because you had Edomites that were also loyal to the black throne, so they were also sent over as well. But watch this.
Upon arrival, their indentures, contracts of labor, were auctioned off. While they were not slaves for life, they were legally bound to their masters. They could not marry or travel without permission, and they could not be whipped for disobedience.
They could be whipped.
Oh, excuse me. They could be whipped for disobedience.
Well, I'm mixing up. This is all Jake here. Go ahead.
Social integration.
Because some of us who were loyal, we were sent over there and we just worked the years and went back home. Those of us who were prisoners, those of us who were rebellious, we went off and got sold. We were perpetual slaves. That's what happened here. Go ahead.
Social integration. Because the Jacobites were often literate.
So let me rephrase that. So the Edomites that did go with us, they went there of their own volition. But we were the slave labor that was there. Go ahead.
Because the Jacobites were often literate and skilled.
Because they were what?
Literate and skilled.
We could read. And we had skills. We weren't no just black people who, yes sir, boast. That's not how we were. Go ahead.
Some were doctors,
Yep.
lawyers, or soldiers.
Fighters. Go ahead.
They often fared better than the unskilled laborers sent during Cromwell's time.
They often fared better than the unskilled laborers sent during Cromwell's time. So the Jacobites were a bit more elite that was that were conquered or sold off. Where Cromwell's time, it was not so much. The Irish. Go ahead.
After their term of service ended, Many stayed in America, becoming influential members of their community.
Because Cromwell didn't reign that long, so a lot of us were able to return back home. Whereas under George and the first and second, that was the Jacobites, that was perpetual. It was a wrap. They couldn't go back. Okay, is there more?
A key distinction. It is a historical irony that many Jacobites who were transported or fled to the American South later became owners of enslaved Africans themselves.
See, a lot of white folks ran. A lot of them fled in the ships. They weren't cramped at the bottom, but they did come along, but they weren't in the same conditions as we were in. They fled also because they were supporters of the Black Crown, so they ran away. They killed them black folks. Let's get out of here. So they ran. And when they ran from the same Cromwellian situation, read again.
It is a historical irony that many Jacobites who were transported or fled to the American South later became owners of enslaved Africans themselves.
Go ahead.
By the time of the American Revolution, many families of Jacobite descent had moved from the status of forced laborer to the colonial planter class.
That's the white Jacobites. The black ones became the white ones, the Jacobites, became the owners of the black ones. That's what happened. That's what took place. Now, what's anything else? You read that?
No. Hanoverian shipping took place out of Copenhagen? No. Copenhagen was not a port of departure for the transportation of
The
Jacobite
Hanoverian
prisoners.
goes into, I believe, George the First and Second. That's the Hanoverian time. That's when they shipped the Jacobites off. That was the Hanoverian era. But the German families took on the crown of King James family and became the kings of England and Scotland and became your Princess Diana today. Princess Diana, your Prince Henry. You know the nigga in the Epstein files, that dude, him. All them dudes. All up in there. Princess Diana, Prince William, George, that's them. Let me see. Read that here. The Hanoverian government?
The Hanoverian government shipped Jacobite prisoners primarily out of major English and Scottish ports directly to the American and Caribbean colonies.
Okay.
Primary ports of departure. The transportation was a commercial enterprise managed by British contractors like Sir Thomas Johnson and Messrs. Smith and Gilder. Liverpool.
Liverpool was a port where Jacobites were shipped from. Read.
The most significant hub for Jacobite shipping.
Liverpool, go ahead.
After the 1715 and 1745 risings, hundreds of prisoners were gathered in Liverpool Castle or local jails before being put on merchant ships.
Put on merchant ships. Go ahead.
London, the Thames.
So the white Jacobites did not undergo the conditions of the black ones at all. They ended up being they were shipped, but they didn't undergo these conditions. Go ahead.
London, the Thames. Many prisoners captured in Scotland were brought south by sea and held in prison ships on the Thames or at Tilbury Fort before being transported.
London.
That was London.
Inverness.
Leith. Some ships, like the Margaret and Mary and Jane of Leith, initially gathered prisoners in Scotland before they would move to England for official processing and final departure. Why Copenhagen is likely in your mind. The connection between Copenhagen and the British Navy or Hanoverian era
George I and II. Go ahead.
usually refers to a much later event. The Battle of Copenhagen, 1801 and 1807.
I don't want that. Go down. Jacobite route, read that.
Summary of the Jacobite route. Capture, primarily in the Scottish Highlands.
Scottish Highlands. Go ahead.
Culloden, or Northern England Preston.
Watch.
Processing, jails in Liverpool, Carlisle, and Chester. Shipping directly from Liverpool or London.
To where?
To destinations like Virginia, Maryland, and Jamaica.
They were shipping Southern Kingdom out of Ireland and Scotland and Britain. That's what they were being shipped. Now give me the slave atlas, please. Blow it up. So right here. Now zoom in. You see Liverpool right there? Liverpool is right there. Liverpool. The Jacobites were shipped off. Go down to the bottom.
By the mid-18th century, Liverpool had become the largest slaving port in Europe.
So with the Hanoverian. Go ahead.
Just as the slave traffic was reaching its peak Its prominence was due to its location on the west coast of England and the wide range of markets it served in the plantation Americas.
Yeah, North America and the islands. Go ahead.
Its captains also formed close relations with African trading elites
Hamites.
in such major ports as Bonny and Old Calabar and the Bight of Biafra.
Now, let me see. Does it show the year for this? You know another one? Oh, yeah, there we go. Right there. Read up.
16, regions of trade for slave voyages outfitted in Liverpool.
What's the year?
1696 to 1810.
Remember, we read earlier 1715. So during this time, they were shipping off Jacobites. Okay? And of course, the British were involved in this trade as well, but I wanted the Liverpool part. I wanted Liverpool because that's where they were shipping Jacobites from during this era, and they were involved in the slave trade over here. The Hanoverian family was involved in the slave trade of Africa with the Nilotes and so forth. Well, they made relations with African elites. That's the Hamites that helped them conquer us, and ship us, and with their help, shipped us over throughout here, throughout the islands, all through here. North America, Maryland, Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, Mississippi. You got the Caribbean, Spanish Caribbean, mainland island, Jamaica, Saint Domingue, that's Dominican Republic, I believe. Correct? Saint Domingue? Or no?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saint Domingue, right.
Yep.
Bahamas, Santo Domingo up there, British, Guyana, Dutch Guyana. But the British part, they shipped us over there too. So they shipped off, and a little bit of us got shipped off to go to the bottom, Pernambuco, South America, well, a few of us stuff, and Rio de Plata. From Madagascar over to the right, the British. Go over to the right, the British shipped us from Madagascar all the way over to Brazil. That's the Chinos. And Jakes that were shipped to Madagascar, Malagasy Islands, that's Northern Kingdom. So go up, the bulk was from Liverpool, Jacobites in that year, and then the majority of British exploits of the German families of Britain, they shipped the white British or Germans, they shipped off us over throughout the west coast of Africa. All right? But the Jacobites are also part of this voyage, this terrible voyage, or what we call it, the Ma'afa. All right? Anything else? Next one? Next image we have? Liverpool and something else I think I mentioned also. Anything else to have for you, or that's it? That's all I gave you? Yeah, right there. Yep. Zoom into that. Who there was? One of those about 2 or 3.
European ports where slave voyages were outfitted.
What's the year?
1642 to 1807.
That's the same thing. Hanoverian era. That's the Hanoverian era. The German families took over England. Okay, and became British monarchy. So you have Scotland right there, Ireland, England, Lancaster, Whitehaven, Copenhagen to the right. Copenhagen's up there. Yep, Copenhagen. I don't want that part. I wanted London, Bristol. You have Liverpool right there, and Ireland right there. Go up to the top left. Yep, Liverpool. See the bulk, that circle there, those circles? That's the number of captives in that time frame. That includes Jacobites. Okay, those that support. But remember, the George family took over the Stuart. The Stuart line or the King James family were known as the Stuarts. The Hanoverians took over, and the Stuart people felt they should not be in the throne. So there was a rebellion. So those who felt that the Stuarts line should be in the throne were shipped off. Okay, the same with Cromwell. Those who were called royalists during the Cromwellian era, and they were called Jacobites during the Hanoverian era. All right, he was shipping. So Cromwell shipped off a lot of Black Irish, out of those areas, and gave a lot of the white soldiers their lands. Okay? Many of us remained in Jamaica. Okay? I played that video a long time ago with the accent. Yo man, yeah. That was how we sounded over there in Ireland. That was us sounding like that. Then the Edomites around us start copying that, how we sound. Let's see. Read that there.
After 1640, the organizational center of gravity of the African slave trade shifted sharply northward. Liverpool, London, Bristol, and Nantes.
Nantes. Yes, French. Go ahead.
were as dominant now as the Iberian ports
Spanish ports, okay?
have been in the previous century. In addition, merchants at every northern European port
Merchants. Same thing earlier. Merchants, go ahead.
at every northern European port with significant Atlantic commerce sent out slaving expeditions.
Go to that bar right there, the brown circle there. Circle that. It says number of captives. So that's the bulk. It says 500,000. Documented embarkations, 4,603,000. Okay? 90%. Estimated embarkations, 514,000, 10%. Total embarkations, 5,117,000. Go up to the again. See that's big circle there? That's the millions. So the bigger the circle, the more in the millions. Then in the 100,000s and the small circles are the thousands, hundreds. But that's the bulk there. Liverpool. These are Jacobites being sold here. Okay? They fall behind the path of Cromwell. All right? So a lot of the Irish that were shipped off, it wasn't white people. It was black people. Dropped off an island in Caribbean plantations. All right, now, what else I want? Give me, you got something else? Yeah, Bristol. Okay, very good. Bristol, another port as well. Northwest of Europe as well. Go down. Let's see slave boy. Go up to the top. Outfitted in, again, read that.
Regions of trade for slave voyages outfitted in Bristol, 1686 to 1807.
Same time frame, Hanoverian. Go down to the paragraph on the bottom.
In the second quarter of the 18th century,
1700s.
Bristol was the largest slave trading port in Europe and supplied the major portion of the slaves sent to Jamaica.
Wow, they supplied the major portion of the slaves sent to Jamaica. A lot of slaves that were sent to Jamaica, they came from Britain and Scotland. Like, for example, I mentioned before about William Wallace. William Wallace was a black revolutionary that fought against King Edward I, the movie called Braveheart. William Wallace, right? Now watch this. This is not a coincidence. He had a rapper named Biggie Smalls, a Caribbean brother. His name is Mike Wallace. That last name, Wallace. From the Caribbean. That's not white people names. Mike Wallace, William Wallace, these were black people sent to the Caribbean. They retained their names for the most part. And the white man, of course, who conquered us, took on our names or whatever, gave them back to us and enslaved us with them. But the point I'm making is that it's not a coincidence. Okay, read on.
With its booming sugar economy, most of them drawn from the Bight of Biafra and the Gold Coast. However, owing to its small and increasingly congested harbor, Bristol eventually fell behind Liverpool.
Liverpool was the dominant port of the slave trade. Liverpool. Why? Because it started off with the Hanoverian era, when they were removing all people who were loyal to the King James or Stuart family line. They were removing them out of the land. You guys are loyal to black kings or black kings leadership, you got to go. And they shipped us off to the North America, Virginia, Maryland, the Carolinas, and the Caribbean. Okay, you see there, New York. You got New York right there. New York. That's New York from the West Africa there. You even got part of Spain, southern Spain right there. You got Virginia, Carolinas, Georgia, Cuba, Saint Domingue, Jamaica, Spanish Caribbean, British Guyana, which became Honduras. British Guyana is Honduras. Yeah. So that's so a lot. Y'all understand this. I'm gonna prove to y'all Jacobites are Jake. We got anything else? Anything else I sent you? Any more links I have?
Well, we got some older links.
Yeah, I want the older one. I want all of them.
This was pulled up a while ago.
Yeah, read that.
The Jacobite rebellions were named after King James II of England and 7th of Scotland.
Right, so King James II of England, and so this goes back to King James II and 7th. His two daughters, they married these white men. Okay, they married these two white men, these Germans, George and William. They married them. because their father took on a wife that was a Catholic. The Stewart family was always known as Protestants, and during this time, religion was a huge the religion was a huge thing. So his daughters felt betrayed by their father because their father married a Catholic woman and he took on the Catholic religion because of his wife. They were Protestants and they felt that was a huge disrespect. So they turned on their father and had him dethroned. King James II and VII. He had 2 daughters. Okay, read on.
The name derives from Jacobus.
Because James goes back to the name Jacob. In Latin, it's Jacobus. So when you are a supporter of the King James throne or line of the throne, you are a Jacobite. You are a supporter. Which is ironic because Israelites. You are a supporter of the Jacob ascendancy of the throne. Read on.
Which is the Latin translation of James.
Right, Jacobus. Go ahead.
These-
So King James' name is really in Latin is King Jacobus. Go ahead, or King Jacob, because James and Jacob is the same name. Go ahead.
These 18th century uprisings aimed to restore the Catholic Stuart king, James II.
Watch.
And his exiled descendants.
And his exiled descendants. So it says these 18th century uprisings. Remember, the King George and William married his daughters, and they pretty much deposed their father off the throne, and people were mad, so they revolted against them. And those who revolted against these Germans that married these sellout hoes of his daughters, black freaking sellout coon women that want to swirl, they got sold off in slavery under the Hanoverian era. Matter of fact, go to King James II and VII. I'll show you. Just so we can be sure I'm not mixing things around. I will fact check me. King James II and VII. Let's see if he had 2 daughters, like I'm saying. You might have it here already, but let's just go to this in case you don't have it. Oh, that's fine. We can do that. We can use this. Zoom in. Look for King James II and VII. There we go. So we have King Charles right there, a white man for some reason, and his black wife, which is a white woman for some reason. And then let's go over to the right. You had King James II and VII. He had 2 girls, Anne, Hyde, go down, and Mary. These 2 women.
Yep.
I was gonna say something else. These 2 women, they went and married. Go up to the top. Go up to the top right. Top right. Right there, William up the top. William here. Go down. No, I'm sorry. Let me see. So they married. Wait. Let me see. No, that's wrong. Wait, they didn't marry him. Hold on.
I got you deep for Wikipedia. Might be better.
Yeah, go there. That's better. It's gonna confuse me. Yeah, because William II was black. Go there, read that.
James II and VII was King of England and Ireland as James II and King of Scotland as James VII.
Right.
From February 1685
Watch.
until he was deposed in the 1688 Glorious Revolution.
They call it that because white folks took over. They call it the Glorious Revolution because white folks took the throne. He was deposed. He was removed from the throne. Go ahead.
The last Catholic monarch of England, Scotland, and Ireland. His reign was marked by conflicts over religion,
Because of his daughters.
absolutism, and the divine right of kings.
Absolute means the hell what Parliament says, I do what I want to do. I'm the king and right of kings. Go ahead.
His deposition ended a century of political and civil strife by confirming the primacy of the English Parliament over the crown.
Because we had Esau in our government. The same as Cromwell. It's the same thing happened more than once, having Esau amongst us with status. Okay? In Parliament, you had a man by the name of, what's his name? What's his name? Damn, I always forget his name. That said King James is homosexual. Francis Osborne and Anthony Weldon. They were knighted. They were part of Parliament. And when King James died, he goes, he was homosexual. He got fired. He hated Scott. He secretly hated the Scots. We had white folks in our government that hated us secretly. So whenever opportunity presented itself, they would take over, temporarily or forever. In the instance of this situation, it was forever. Cromwell was temporary. His son took over, it fell apart, and we got the throne back. But this era here, it was over. So read it here, James.
James was the second surviving son of Charles I of England.
Yep.
And Henrietta Maria of France.
So James was the second surviving son of Charles I of England, who was beheaded, and Henrietta Maria of France. Go ahead.
And was created Duke of York at birth. At the age
Matter
of
of fact, real quick, give me what's that book called? When Scotland was Jewish. I want to share something real fast about King Charles I of England and Henrietta. King Charles II. Yeah, I want you to zoom in. Let me see. Go down. Read that. This man, King James II and VII, I believe was the son of Charles II, I believe. Read that here? Or the grandfather. Read that here?
As cursory inspection will affirm, none of these prominent Scotsmen looks typically Scottish.
White. They don't look like white people. Watch.
In fact, they appear rather dark and Semitic.
They appear what?
Dark and Semitic.
They appear dark and Semitic because they're Israelites. Go ahead.
Yet, here they are, Scottish aristocrats.
We were Scottish aristocrats. That was the Jacobites, the elites that were sold off. Aristocrats. Go ahead.
The Scottish royal Stuarts were equally dark and Semitic in appearance.
The royal Stuarts, the whole line, we were equally dark and what? Come on, man.
Equally dark and Semitic in appearance.
Because they were Israelites. Read on.
Of Charles II.
Of Charles II, the son of Charles I and Henrietta, watch.
Dusky appearance.
Dusky means black as night. Hey, Manny, I'm sorry. Manny's dusky. Put the camera on Manny. That's dusky appearance right there. That's a dusky appearance.
Praise Jesus.
Yep. God's complexion. Read it again.
Of Charles II's dusky appearance. His mother, Queen Henrietta Maria,
who was also a black woman, go ahead,
had been half mortified.
She had been half mortified. Watch this.
Writing after her confinement that the child was so dark.
She wrote that their baby was so black. Go ahead.
She was ashamed of him.
What?
He was quickly dubbed the Black Boy.
And throughout England today, which they're trying to change it now, throughout England they have pubs called the Black Boy Inn. All throughout England, it's a franchise. Look it up yourself. There's a pub called the Black Boy Inn. Read on. Enemies
made out that he was a black bastard begotten by a black Scotsman.
By a black Scotsman? I thought Scots was white folks. They were not. So King Charles II was called the Black. He was tall and he was black as hell, and his father was too. That whole damn line was black people. That's what I showed y'all that night earlier, months ago, of that night that the Stuart line descends from. The Fitz-Allen. They all shared those same deep, rich, dark features. Semitic. Children of Shem, Israelite features. Hebrew features. Negroid features. Let's go back to the book again. So now we know how King James II and VII look. As a matter of fact, get the other book I showed you, by Marie Charles. I want volume 3. I'll show y'all a picture of how he looked. This is a picture of him. Shout out to Marie Charles, Sister Marie Charles. This is her book. See how I'm able to go and mention people's authors and so forth respectfully? Plagiarize. Yeah, right there. Zoom into that. This is the ancestor of the Stuart line right here. Fitz-Allen. That's a black knight right there. A black knight with his Edomite white woman, white wife. But he was so damn black, no matter what he married, they all came to look like him. This is a shade darker or a shade lighter, but it's still black as hell. Look at that nose and mouth. Okay, this is volume 3. That's good. That's good. Thank you for that. I want volume 3. Where it shows a picture of King James II and VII. That's him in his court. He's sitting down in the courtroom. I showed it way back in the class. I gave it to you. I gave you the image actually before. I'm going to show you a depiction in the actual book of King James II and VII sitting on the throne in his court. Yep, this is volume 3 by Marie Charles. Shouts to the sister for her amazing research. Shouts to her. Shouts to her sister each time. Right here. Yep. Go back. Right there. Zoom in. See that guy right there sitting down with the white on his head? Zoom in. He got a big black guard behind him. He'll break your face if you come over there. And then he blending. He blending into the background probably on purpose. And then you got him to the right. That's King James II and VII. Just like Catholics. Remember, they were like Protestants. That's what they just back then. These are the men right here. Go over to the right. Women with their heads wrapped covered. And men, so they're women. So I guess it was judging women's issues. Women would judge it. The other side, men would judge another side. Not biblical, but that's what we would do back then. But the male guy on the foot, zoom in again to him. Zoom in. Right, guy right there, the black cap right there to the right, the white on his neck. That's him. That's King James II and VII. Okay, zoom in another picture. Get the next one. Next image of him. Yep, see right there. It's a court right there. All right, that's him right there. Zoom in right there. There's a whole council there. A council, men in the background, women right there and around. That's this whole council, the tribune. All right, and he had 2 daughters, 2 traitorous ass daughters. All right, that's all I want. Get up out of there. Go back to Wikipedia again.
So he was the brother of Charles II.
Oh, okay. Brother
Charles the
II.
First was their dad.
Oh, got you. Thank you. So Charles II. Okay, got you. So that's Charles II's brother. Yeah, there you go. So somehow Charles II was black as hell, but he's white. No, both of them is black as hell. All right. So thank you. He's Charles II's brother. All right. So now, go down and see his successors. There you go, right there. Successors: Mary II and William III and II. I want to see who they married. Click. Let me see. Go down. Right there. Go. See, we go. Spouses. So I was his wife. So Anne High was his wife. And they had Mary of Modena.
They had Anne too, a
They
daughter.
They had Anne also.
Queen of Great Britain.
Yeah. What's she at? Right there. Yep, they had Anne and Mary. Yep, they had those 2. These 2 married the devil. Go down. Let's go and say the upper. I want to go to the deposing. Go down. Birth. Go down. War of the 3 Kingdoms. Wait. Go. Go down. Exile. You got exiled in France. First marriage, restoration. No, go. We're going too far. Let me see where it mentions it. Go up. Let me see. Stop. Go up. Go down. Stop there. Go down. Stop. Go down. Go down. It's not giving me what I want. Go down. Okay, and high. First marriage. Go down. Should be coming up. Go down. No, go down.
Conversion to Roman Catholicism.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, come on. Yeah, he married the Catholic woman. His daughters got mad. Okay, this is good. Go down.
Exclusion crisis. Go down.
King Charles II was mad at him for doing that. Go down. Read. Let me see. Read this here.
Return the favor.
I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna show you how Esau does. Read that. The
In,
first part.
in 1683, a plot was uncovered to assassinate Charles II
His brother.
and his brother and spark a Republican revolution
Watch.
to reestablish a government
Of what?
of the Cromwellian style.
You see? It's all Edom always trying to take over. Give me Surah 12 and 10. They always do it. Or it's to restore the government back to the Cromwellian style, where they did what? Where they shipped off all the black people out of the island and took over. That's what they were doing. That's why you already see a lot of black folks over there in Britain, because they shipped us out of there. They sold us out of there in bulk. That's why that map, it showed millions. It said like 5 million. Liverpool, Britain, Bristol. They shipped millions of us out of there. To the point there was almost to the point where there was no record of us being there ever. Damn. It's restoring it back to the Cromwellian style. Cromwell started it off, and then Hanoverians ended it. Where Cromwell failed, the Hanoverians they were successful. Go down. Rain. Come on. Stop. Go down. I'm gonna find it. Go down. Stop. Go down. I'm on his daughters. Go. Go down. Down. Go. Wait. Go. See? Damn. Go down. I'm trying to find his daughter's turn on him, man. I'm trying to find it. Go down. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. That's what I want. Damn. On the bottom. All right, read this. This is the deposition and the glorious revolution of the white man taking over the throne, like Cromwell tried to do back in the 1640s. Read this here.
In April 1688, James reissued the Declaration of Indulgence, subsequently ordering Anglican clergy to read it in their churches.
Go down with all that stuff. It's too much to read. Go down to the point. All was the point. Let me see. Go. We're going too fast. Let's slow down. Here we go. Read on June 1688. Read that.
On 30 June 1688, a group of 7 Protestant nobles invited William, Prince of Orange, to come to England with an army. By September, it had become clear that William sought to invade.
William, go ahead.
Believing that his own army would be adequate, James refused the assistance of King Louis XIV of France, fearing that the English would oppose French intervention.
You all right, man. I thought those were 7. I was going to say 17 or something. I don't know what it was. I was going to say 15. 14. Oh, praise God.
When William arrived on 5 November 1688, many Protestant officers, including Churchill, defected and joined William, as did James' own daughter, Anne. James lost his nerve and declined to attack the invading army, despite the army's numerical superiority. On 11 December, James tried to flee to France, first throwing the Great Seal of the realm into the River Thames. He was captured in Kent. Later, he was released and placed under Dutch protective guard. Having no desire to make James a martyr, William let him escape on 23 December. James was received by his cousin and ally, Louis XIV, who offered him a palace and a pension.
Okay.
William summoned a convention parliament to decide how to handle James's flight. It convened on 22 January 1689. While the parliament refused to depose him, they declared that James, having fled to France and dropped the Great Seal into the Thames, had effectively abdicated, and that the throne had thereby become vacant.
So the throne, not king no more. Watch this.
To fill his vacancy,
go ahead.
James's daughter, Mary, was declared queen.
She became queen. Watch.
She was to rule jointly with her husband, William.
William the white dude. Go ahead.
Who would be king. On 11 April 1689, the Parliament of Scotland declared James to have forfeited the throne of Scotland as well.
Yeah.
The Convention Parliament issued a Declaration of Right on 12 February that denounced James for abusing his power and proclaimed many limitations on royal
This is the
authority.
same thing that was said about King Charles I when he was beheaded. He was fighting authority against Parliament. It's the same thing they always do. Go ahead.
The abuses charged to James included the suspension of the Test Acts, the prosecution of the 7 bishops for merely petitioning the crown, the establishment of a standing army, and the imposition of cruel punishments. The declaration was the basis for the Bill of Rights enacted later in 1689. The bill also declared that henceforth no Roman Catholic was permitted to ascend the English throne, nor could any English monarch marry a Roman
That's
Catholic.
what he did. Go down. Attempt to regain the throne. War in Ireland.
With the assistance of French troops, James landed in Ireland in March 1689. The Irish Parliament did not follow the example of the English Parliament and declared that James remained king and passed the Great Act of Attainder against those who had rebelled against him.
He was still king of Ireland, but not of England. Go ahead.
At James's urging, the Irish Parliament passed an act of liberty of conscience that granted religious freedom to all Roman Catholics and Protestants in Ireland. James worked to build an army in Ireland, but was ultimately defeated at the Battle of the Boyne in 1 July 1690. O.S. when William had arrived, personally leading an army to defeat James and reassert English control.
Over Ireland. Go ahead.
James fled to France once more, departing from Kinsale, never to return to any of his former kingdoms.
Yeah.
Because he deserted his Irish supporters, James became known in Ireland as Seamus an Chaka, or James the Shite.
James the shit. Damn. The shite. Damn. Go ahead.
Despite this popular perception, later historian Brendan O'Buchala argues that Irish political poetry for most of the 18th century is essentially Jacobite poetry, and both O'Buchala and fellow historian Eamon O'Ciarda argue that James and his successors played a central role as messianic figures throughout the 18th century for all classes in Ireland.
That's what I wanted, man. It mentions about his daughter's turning on him. I need that in particular. Just Google it. Google James II and VII's daughter's turn on him. I need that. You got something?
We read it earlier.
Did we?
Yeah, it says when William arrived on the 5th of November, it says that defected and joined William and did James' own daughter Anne.
Where is that at?
We read it right when he started reading on
Where the hell was that?
June 30th.
Read it again?
When William arrived on 5 November 1688, many Protestant officers, including Churchill, defected and joined William, as did James's own daughter Anne.
There we go.
Yeah.
James lost his nerve and declined to attack the invading army despite his army's numerical superiority. On 11 December, James tried to flee to France, first throwing the Great Seal of the realm into the River Thames.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I must have missed it. I was focused on something else. So yeah, Anne and his daughter Mary, they married William and George, I believe. That's what they married. Go up, click Anne real please, please.
Yep.
Who she married? I want to see who she married.
Yeah, William.
She married
Prince of
William.
Orange.
She married William of Orange.
Yep.
Now go up to his other daughter. Mary, her name is.
Yeah.
Who she married? She married George. Go
Down.
down. I just want to make sure.
Yep. No, William the Third of England.
She married William the Third. William. I want the other one. Who she married?
It says, right, go up, just past it. It says the spouse of Prince George of Denmark.
Yes. Go up. Go up. Yeah, she married Anne. Married. Go over who she married.
George.
She married George.
She married George.
Anne married. Yeah. So Anne married George.
And
Mary married William. Now, why am I going through such effort to show y'all this? Because these are James' daughters, Anne and Mary. One married William III, the other married George. Now, while remember, he took on a wife. I think her name is Anne Hyde, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And she was a Catholic. And again, the dogma of religion is ridiculous at this time. So they took offense to that. So because of him taking on a Catholic woman, he converted to the Catholic faith. His brother, King Charles II, was mad at him too. Why you doing that? Why are you switching up the religion for? So they turned on their father and married these Protestant Edomites. Now, is there more you got before I go on break? Any more to have? Go to that, please. I want to go through all of it before I go to the book.
Following the Jacobite
Give me
rebellion.
Sirach real quick, 12, about having these Edomites in your court. This is what happens when you do that. Sirach 12 and 10. Regarding the Cromwellian era, the Hanoverian era, this is why. Sirach 12 and 10.
Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy,
Never trust thine enemy. Go ahead.
for like as iron rusteth, so is his
Because
wickedness.
the same way Cromwell tried to annihilate and destroy all the black, Irish, and Scottish, is the same way, and shut them and ship them off into slavery, is the same thing that that William and George did. They completed where Cromwell left off because they were in a position of authority to do so. Thanks to King James II and VII's evil-ass daughters, and then Cromwell being allowed to be amongst us in our court of authority of Parliament, and Anthony Weldon and Francis Osborne were able to spread that slander about King James being homosexual because we keep putting these guys in our court. Like the movie Othello with the Moor, with the Moor and the white man, it's the same thing. Stop having these people as amongst us. Read it?
Following the Jacobite.
No, 12 and 10.
Never trust thine enemy,
Never trust them. Go ahead.
for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
He may start off, but eventually that rust will show. Go ahead.
Though he humble himself and grow crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Take good heed and beware of him.
Come on.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
He's always the same. It's the same MO with him. He's always trying to take over. He will dwell amongst us and come in and infiltrate and destroy and take over. Go ahead.
Set him not by thee.
What did I say?
Set him not by thee.
Do not set him by you. Don't have him in Parliament. Don't have him marry your daughters. Read on.
Lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
He takes on the throne that you once sat in. He takes over the land you once inhabited and ruled over. Go ahead.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Don't have him in Parliament. Go ahead.
Lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
You can't feel sorry for a person that goes there in wild animals and gets bit or killed because it's stupid. The Bible's calling the wicked wild animals, beasts. The show came on a movie called Planet of the Apes. And in the movie, the ape says, "Behold the beast man." You should get that scene. I'll play that later on. Don't want that scene. Type in Planet of the Apes, "Behold the beast man." I'm with that scene. Read on.
Verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
Come on.
For a while he will abide with thee. But if thou begin to fall,
When you lose, when you get dethroned or deposed, go ahead.
he will not tarry.
He'll rush and take your throne, take your seat. Go ahead.
For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry.
Come on.
An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips,
Flattery, accolades.
but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
Watch.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity,
If he finds opportunity, like Cromwell did, like the Hanoverians did, go ahead.
he will not be satisfied with blood.
He will kill you off. Read on.
If adversity come upon thee,
You have problem with your daughters, issues in your house, go ahead.
thou shalt find him there first.
Yep.
And though he pretend to help thee,
I'll help you. Go ahead.
yet shall he undermine
He
thee.
will undermine, means slowly conquer you, slowly take over, undermine you. Go ahead.
He will shake his head and clap his hands
The throne's mine now. Go ahead.
and whisper much and change his countenance.
And turn on you. Get 1925. Same book.
Sirach 1925.
I don't want that. I want, let me see. That's all I want. So, you got that video I want? The Beast Man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to hold on to that. We'll be right back after this break. We're going to play that video after we get right back. Don't trust your enemies. So, text us at 267-702-6121. That's 267-702-6121. You can also Zoom call in as well, all right? We'll be right back after this.
Have enjoyed it, loved that you all came out. I have been listening to Bishop Nathaniel for years and always wanted to see you all face to face and in person. And so during our Bible study, we were talking about the chosen people, Jews, Israelites. And so I said, let me reach out, see if they'll come. And what I've learned in terms of the tithes and offering. I've learned more about the 12 tribes of Israel. Who are those people over there in Israel? Just so much information. It's just so much information that I'm just so pleased and happy and glad that I reached out and they came.
Wilson to open up our knowledge of what we did not know. That's some of the stuff that we didn't never been taught. We've always been taught the white man's way. Right. But now we learn our way. That's why we're glad to have y'all brothers in here.
And I'm hoping that all of us have learned something that we cannot only use here but take back to others. They do need to know. And we've been in the dark so long. So long.
Light up the entire world. The greatest gift God gave me is life. So I'm gonna make sure I live it right. Beautiful, He made the apple of His eye. So I'ma shine bright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You are now fine.
Remember when we were young? It was me, it was you, inseparable. Wasn't love, it was pure, it was true. Wasn't no kids and wasn't no bills, wasn't no house and wasn't no hills, wasn't no white picket fence. I was Jack and you were Jill. Now we're grown, we got kids and we got a lot of bills. We ain't lost what we at and we lost what is real. Let us reconnect to the old thing. Let us play some oldies and hold me. Listening to our favorite song, Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. Used to watch you double dutch, you watch me play basketball. You were such a good girl, you were just so innocent. I smile when I think about it, smiling while I reminisce. Yeah.
From the isles of the sea, a lost people are waking up, scattered through Guyana, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean. The Hebrews Journal, Isles of the Sea, straight answers from the captains. Homeschool guidance for the next generation. Fashion legacy of Guyana. Island recipes and cultural flavors. And we do not forget Jonestown, a tragic reminder of deception and destruction among our people.
From the islands to the sea, bringing Hebrew journals near you. My man, that's Florida.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, Philippians tell us, man, we got a Philippians 2 tell us that we got to be in one mind, one spirit. We got to be working together all the time. It's not a me thing or him thing or it's a most high thing. We out here to push the truth. We got to wake up the people. We got to get to them any way we can. by TV, by radio, by the streets, by flying mission, whatever we got to do, we're going to do it to wake our people up because we love them and they have not been taught who they are.
Young men of valor, all praise the Most High, skill and trade day. Teach these young men that they can be their own sufficient job owners, okay, providers, operators, whatever they can put their hands to do, they can do it in the spirit of Christ, okay? They can pursue a goal, they can pursue a skill or trade and be the best at it, okay? So that's why we're out here with these young men of valor, teach them how to operate lawn equipment, teach them how to operate, whether it's changing oil in cars, okay, maintenance their own vehicles. Not only that, we gave them the skills to teach them how to protect themselves, okay? Maybe even start their own business to go in and train others how to protect themselves, okay? It's not about fighting or hurting and doing anything to anybody. No, it's more so about being self-sufficient and taking care of their own household, okay? So appreciate y'all. Keep us in prayer. Believe me, it's more to come, okay? So y'all stay tuned, all right?
You better wake your ass up. We been down too long. We about to take our kingdom back. Time to reclaim the throne. I need a brother that's down to rock.
Shalom, we're back, we are back from the break. Let's quickly jump back. I want to go back real quick. I want to jump back really fast. Shout out to Officer Jazz to send me this stuff. This is good stuff. I want you to go read up a little above this. Let me see something. Let me see. Okay, read the highlight first.
300 years ago, when Henry VIII became a Protestant, he resolved that the Irish should be Protestant too. And for the next 100 years, the reforming process never rested.
Right, of Protestant, of going from Catholic to Protestant. Go ahead.
The chief means being the bullet, the rope, and the slave ship.
And the slave ship, watch.
A gentleman from Jamaica.
Watch this.
Told me last year, as a curious fact, that the Negroes in the country.
The Negroes in that country. Negroes, watch.
Used a great many Gaelic words.
Because we were shipped from there. Gaelic words is that island. We spoke Gaelic words. Yeah, man. Yeah, one. That's Gaelic words. That's how we spoke back then. Gaelic words. Go ahead.
No wonder. About 60,000.
60,000. What?
Irish boys and girls were sold to the tobacco planters of the West Indies 300 years ago, as Sir William Petty and other English historians of the time relate.
That was Cromwell's time. Read on, watch this.
200 years ago, and still the deathless fight, the Irish growing weaker, the English stronger. It had now become the religious duty of the Englishman to subdue the Irish for their own sakes.
The black Irish. Watch this.
Cromwell went over and slaughtered every what? Every man in the first garrison town he captured. Drogheda.
Watch.
By God's grace, he wrote to the parliament.
Watch this.
I believe that not one escaped.
I killed all of them. Watch.
And he added that when the officers capitulated and surrendered, they were knocked on the head too.
I killed them too. Watch.
Cromwell made peace and silence in Ireland.
Watch.
His troopers ruled the whole country for the first time.
Because he killed us out the land and sold us out the land and put Edomites in our place. Read on.
Then came an unexampled atrocity in the name of civilization. 4/5 of the entire island.
4/5 of the entire island. Watch this.
Every acre held by the native Irish.
The native Irish was us. Like the Americans, Native Americans. You had the Native Irish. That was us. Watch this.
who were Catholics,
Watch.
was confiscated and handed over to Cromwell's disbanded army.
Our land was confiscated and handed over to Cromwell's army. Go ahead.
This was the beginning of the Irish land question that Michael David has been hammering at for years, and which he is going to see settled.
Go ahead.
100 years ago, Ireland was in the most deplorable condition that any civilized nation had ever descended to. 6 centuries of a violent struggle had wasted her blood, money, and resources.
Watch.
Her people were disenfranchised.
Sound familiar? Disenfranchised. Go ahead.
No man voted in Ireland except those of the English colony.
Only the white man. Go ahead.
For 100 preceding years, the teacher and priest have been hunted felons. There were only 4 million Irish altogether, and they were nearly all in Ireland, friendless, voiceless, voteless, landless, powerless, disarmed, disorganized, ignorant, forgotten by the world, misreported and misrepresented by their rich and powerful enemies.
This is the black people. This is the curses of the Bible. This is us as us. Go ahead.
And held up in English books, newspapers, schools, at home and abroad.
Watch.
As a race of wild, weak, witty, brave, quarrelsome, purposeless, incapable.
We were known as purposeless incapables. This is Cromwell. So what he did to the Irish is what the Hanoverian family did to the rest of us in Britain and Ireland. They rebelled against them. It's the same thing. Read on.
But in his mud and blood and rags and wretchedness, the Irishman was still unsubdued, still a free man in soul and a foeman in act. The Irishman then was, as he still is.
That's bullshit. No. That's white people. But all the top part was Jake. That was us. Native Irish was us. Now read this here.
Act for the Settlement of Ireland, 1652.
For the settling of Ireland. Read this earlier. Watch.
The Act of the Settling of Ireland imposed penalties including death and land confiscation.
We just read this. Land confiscation. Go ahead.
Against Irish civilians and combatants after the Irish Rebellion of 1641 and subsequent unrest. British historian John Morrell wrote that the act and associated forced movements represented perhaps the greatest exercise in ethnic cleansing in early modern Europe.
Ethnic cleansing. The native Irish are black. Cromwell was trying to kill all the blacks out of Ireland. Read on.
The act was passed on 12 August 1652 by the Rump Parliament.
Real quick, click Rump Parliament real fast. We read about that earlier. We read past it. Read that real quick, the top part of it.
The Rump Parliament was what remained of the Long Parliament after Pride's purge on 6 December 1648.
The year before Cromwell's beheading. Go ahead.
When Colonel Thomas Pride commanded his soldiers to exclude from the House of Commons those members who were against the grandee's intention to try King Charles I for high treason.
Right.
The Rump was dissolved by Oliver Cromwell.
The Rump Parliament was in league with Charles I, and they were not down with, if I'm not mistaken, they were against the intent to have King Charles I killed for treason. They were against it. So because of that, Oliver Cromwell dissolved this part of Parliament. Read on. The Rump was what?
The Rump was dissolved by Oliver Cromwell in 1653 and replaced by the Bare Bones Parliament. After Richard Cromwell's removal from power in 1659, the Rump was briefly reinstated.
So Cromwell was massacring and killing us 10 years. He killed millions of us. From 49 to 59, they reinstated the Rump Parliament again, but within that 10-year time frame, he went on a murder spree and a slave trading spree with the Irish, the black Irish on the ships. And then after that, the Jacobites thing took place after that, where they tried to continue where he left off. Go back. So where we at? Go back where we was before. Oh, we read this here? Yep, read that.
The act was passed on 12 August 1652 by the Rump Parliament of England, which had taken power after the Second English Civil War and had agreed to the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. The conquest was deemed necessary as royalist supporters of Charles II of England had allied themselves with the Confederation of Kilkenny the Confederation formed by Irish Catholics during the Irish Confederate Wars, and so were a threat to the newly formed English Commonwealth.
Go ahead.
The Rump Parliament had a large independent dissenter membership who strongly empathized with the plight of the settlers of the Ulster plantation, who had suffered greatly at the start of the Irish Rebellion of 1641, and whose suffering had been exaggerated by Protestant propaganda. So the act was also a retribution against those Irish Catholics who had started or prolonged the
So
war.
there was a war against the Irish because they were Catholics, and the Parliament and the Crown was Protestant. So from King Henry II, or from Henry VIII, all the way up to that point, they were slaughtering or persecuting Irish for being Catholic and not being Protestant. Up until Cromwell came along later on, had Charles I killed, and was slaughtering us. Read that. What's that say? What's this here?
Ethnic cleansing is the systematic forced removal of ethnic, racial, or religious groups from a given area with the intent of making the society ethnically homogeneous, along with direct removal such as deportation or population transfer. It also includes indirect methods aimed at forced migration by coercing the victim group to flee and preventing its return, such as murder, rape, and property destruction.
That's what happened in the Americas. That's what happened in Africa. That's what happened in Australia. That's what happened all throughout Britain as well during the time of Cromwell and the Hanoverian uprising, the era, thanks to King James II and the Seven's daughters. All right? Go back, go out. Where were we before? Before this? Where I want us to go before that?
Okay. You want the video?
Yes. Regarding Edom, the murder and massacre of us. It's Rock 12 and 10. Press play. This is an old Planet of the Apes movie. I want you to see what they say. It's supposed to be us. This is the white man's play on what happens if black folks took over the earth. If the white man lost the earth, black folks will take over. It will be Planet of the Apes. And it was based upon the Watts riots and things of that nature. But the Planet of the Apes series or movies or show, whatever it was based upon if the possibility if black people ruled the earth. If white folks destroyed themselves and black folks took over the earth, it will be a Planet of the Apes. So let's see what the ape says about white folks. Press play.
What I know of man was written long ago, set down by the greatest ape of all, our lawgiver.
Our lawgiver.
Come here.
Pause. So it said what we learned is what was passed on to us long ago from our lawgiver. Going into Moses, but it's a play on things. But it's going to, this is an elder of the apes. Okay? And what he says about man. When they say man in this show, it's the white man. Press play.
Lawgiver. Cornelius, come here.
Pause. Cornelius, go ahead.
Reach into my pocket. Read to him the 29th scroll, 6th verse.
Pause. That's Bible. The 29th scroll, 6th verse is Bible passage. Press play.
Read to him the 29th scroll, 6th verse.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land.
Pause. Who's his brother? That's Esau. Jacob. He would murder Jacob the same way Cain killed Abel. But in this instance, Esau would murder his own brother to possess his land. Let's go through the history of that. Esau came into Rome. Esau came as the Romans. Killed the side of Judea. Later on, converts to Judaism, becomes a Jew. Then he comes to the Americas, encounters his brother again. What does he do? Kills him out the land as a Christian and becomes American. Then he goes into Africa, sees his brother there. What's he do? He goes in there, kills him off, and becomes South African. He goes to Australia. He sees some Japheth there and some Shem there. What's he do? He goes and kills both of them and becomes the Australian. You see where I'm going with this? This is what he does. Never trust thine enemies. There are no good ones. The ones that there are good are the ones that God makes good to keep us from being killed off out of existence. Press play, please.
Primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours.
Pause. Let him not breed in numbers, for he will destroy his own land and yours. How so? The white man came to Africa, what did he do? He goes there and performs experiments over there, spreads disease. He comes to America. What's he do? Learns to conquers the Native American. But first he's cool with them at first. Learns from them how to survive the land, then kills them out the land. What's he do? Brings rats here, disease, poisons the water, poisons the air, kills animals into extinction, kills civilizations into extinction. It's what he does. Give me a Habakkuk 2 and 5, please. It's what he does.
Habakkuk.
Bring smallpox. You know rats are not found in America at all? You know mice don't belong in America? You know white folks brought mice here? There were no mice here. White people brought mice here. Rats. They brought them here.
And pigs.
And pigs. And bed bugs. They brought them in here too. Because bed bugs are found in bat caves. What do white folks like to do? Travel and climb mountains and go in the caves and then bring them over here. That's an animal fast, like a termite animal, a bed bug. It's a cousin of termites. Why in the projects? Why in the ghettos? Because black folks go rock climbing? No. Read that, please.
Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man.
He is a what?
Proud man.
He is a proud man. Go ahead.
Neither keepeth at home.
He will conquer his own land and take over. Live in his own land and take yours. Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
He enlarges his desire as hell. Go ahead.
And is as death.
He is as death. We're gonna hear that in this video clip. He is as death. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
And cannot be satisfied. He'll take your land, destroy his own land, destroy yours too. Rob and steal, not get enough. Go ahead.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
And create melting pots. That's what Greece did. That's what Rome did. That's what Britain did. That's what America does. Go ahead.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him?
That's all I want. Press play.
Of his home and yours.
Now pause. If you want, now rewind this some. More. Right there.
His land.
Pause. You see how he's talking about man. The camera is zooming into the white man. Because it's talking about him. Because saying man is vague. Oh man. It's not just any man that does this. It's the man the camera's zooming in on. The white man is telling you who he is in his own movie. Rewind this him again when he's talking. Watch what the camera does. Press play.
Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land.
Watch.
Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours.
Why is showing that? Because it's talking up. He's reading about him. Let him not multiply number. Give me Isaiah 14. Come on. And 22. Why is the scroll saying, let him not multiply number? Why? Isaiah 14. You know what I want.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children. Read on.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
Because of the sins of their fathers. The Bible says prepare slaughter for their children because of their fathers. Why? Because it's the same people coming back over and over and over again. Read on.
That they do not rise.
That they do not rise. Go ahead.
Nor possess the land. Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Read on.
For I will rise up against them.
For I will, prophetically, rise up against them. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord of hosts. And cut off from Babylon.
Edom, Babylon. Go ahead.
The name.
And remnant.
The
The surviving of them. Go ahead.
And son.
And son, because why? Because the male is behind the creation of the nation. I will cut off the son, go ahead.
And nephew.
And nephew, go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
I have to kill all of them off. Because they're no damn good. They're no good to the world. They're no good to civilization. They got to go. There's a book called, Bishop shows all the time, written by a white man, by Michael Bradley. It's called The Chosen People of the Caucasus. He says in that book, the problems of the world is Caucasians. That's the problems of the world. The death, the destruction, the murder, the mayhem, the poison, the food destroyed, air destroyed, water. It's because of him. I didn't write this. He says it. He says all the world's problems is because of them. Is that it? You got the page? I'll read it for you. Go on. Keep going. And then I have that page. Wait. See? Zoom in. Nope. It's good, though. I don't want that. Next. Nope. That it? We ain't got that page. If you find it, let me know. Play the video. All right, play the video.
And yours. Shun him. Drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
Habakkuk 2 and 5. He is the harbinger of death. Go ahead.
I found nothing in the cave to alter that conception of man, and I still live by its injunction.
Pause. He said, I found nothing. What? I found nothing, no change in that scroll. That scroll, what that scroll says is what it is. And I will not change my mind. I was raised in this. I believe it. If the Bible says it, I'm going to believe it. That's who he is. That's what he is. Who he is. That's what he does. You got a text and Zoom call? Read the text first, then go to the Zoom call. We ain't got much time. Zoom in.
Shalom, leadership. Most High in Christ bless you. All praises to the Most High God. Thank you for visiting the West Coast, Deacon.
Yes, sir. All praises. Nice place to be.
It was nice seeing you all and blessing us. Sir, mentioned the Irish were sent to Calabar in Nigeria and Biafra, or they were taken from there to Atlantic slave trade. My maternal grandparents are from Calabar and Biafra.
Yeah. Sir mentioned the Irish were sent to Calabar. I don't recall mentioning them being sent to Calabar. Well, I believe the British shipped people from Calabar, I believe, in Nigeria and Biafra, while also shipping us from Liverpool and things of that nature. That I did mention. But yeah, so the British were definitely heavily involved in those two things, in those particular shipments. All right, we got a call. Yeah, keep the call short because I don't want to waste too much time.
This is another question, Deep.
Okay.
So Edom has always waited us out for an opening to take over, but when that didn't work, they would outright destroy us. Example, Black Wall Street,
right.
correct?
Even before that, you had even Herod. Herod became king because Herod married into the family. Thank you. That's what I want. Herod married into the family of the Hasmonean, the Maccabean family. He married into the daughter's line, and he killed them off and took over the throne. This is what he does, man. It's how he always what he does. This is what he does. Press that. Read that.
This book is racist. For among other things, I will attempt to show that racism itself is a predisposition of but one race of mankind, the white race.
Go ahead. Zoom in.
Nuclear war, environmental pollution.
I mentioned that earlier.
Resource rape,
destroying resources. That's the same. That's in the movie. The clip. Go ahead.
All are primary threats to our survival, and all are the result of peculiarly Caucasoid behavior.
Peculiarly Caucasoid behavior. Go ahead.
Caucasoid values.
Caucasoid values.
And Caucasoid psychology.
Watch.
There is no way to avoid the truth.
Watch.
The problem with the world is white men.
I didn't write this. I didn't write it. It's what it is. It's true. Next text, we got.
Concerning the last
I believe the author's a white man. I believe it's a white author, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I believe the author's a white man. You can look it up and see. Google and see if it's a white dude. I think it's a white dude, Michael Bradley, of that book. Read on.
Concerning the last days of the original inhabitants of Greece and Italy and or Europe.
Yep.
Does the scriptures give any prophecies or not concerning the descendants of Japheth's part to play in these times?
The only thing we can read about Japheth playing part in these times is Iran, which is Medes. They're Japheth. Elam, the Medes, they're Japheth. No, not Elam, but the Medes, they play a heavy role in these times because of the fact that they're the ones that pretty much bring about the end of Babylon, as they did in ancient time. They will do so again in this time with the help of Edom's allies and so forth. So that's the only. Yep, there you go, right there. A white man wrote it. Michael Bradley, right there. There you go. I didn't write it. That's the author right there, a white dude. Anything else?
Shalom, deacon and brothers. Most High in Christ bless. I remember your first episode was a Sabbath class, the two promised lands.
Oh, yes, all praises. Yep.
All praises for the sheer amount of information over all these years. The wait for the Middle Ages did not disappoint. You are a scholar on a different level. So was Queen Catherine, the daughter of King Ferdinand and Isabella, who funded Columbus. It's difficult keeping track of
Wait, that's one question. So was Queen Catherine the daughter? Yes, she was the daughter of King Ferdinand. But it's rumored that King Ferdinand's grandmother was a Moor, and that's why she came out looking dark. His daughter. His wife was all Edom. He had a Moor mother's side. She's still an Edomite, but he had a Moorish side of his family. It's rumored. That's why she came out swarthy, Queen Catherine. Go ahead, it's difficult.
It's difficult keeping track of the Henrys and Edwards. Also, your series helped to put in perspective a Smithsonian Channel documentary on the royals changing their names that I watched years ago. Thank you for this expansive work. Sersha, New Jersey School. Shout out Jersey.
All praises. Shout out to Jersey. All praises. Anything else before we go to the Zoom call? All right, let's go to the Zoom call. Who's that?
Brother's back.
We're going to keep it short, bro, because you asked 4 or 5 questions, bro.
With the shades again.
No.
Yeah, so what's going on, man? What's going on, bro? What's going on, man?
All good.
Good to see you, man.
Shalom.
Shalom. Got the
Yeah,
shades
good
back
to see
on.
you,
What's going on, bro?
All good. Good to see you. So, I have one question, quick question, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, with this, the black kings and knights of Europe,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe they ended, the last black kings were around the French Revolution in 17th, 18th century.
Yep, about that.
So during their reign, did they support slavery? Because they say some sources believe slavery started from
some did.
Yeah, 1500s.
Some did.
So did they condone the slavery of the West Africans?
Some of them. Some did. Because remember, our people were not in this truth. They were not. They were all about being kings. They were all about expansion. They were all about resources, labor. They weren't interested in them being their people. They didn't care about that at all. For example, you had Israelites that were Moors. There were Moor kings. They had slaves. They had black slaves. When we were Moors, under Islam. So it's not really a mystery. However, in response to that, or as an argument to that, if someone were to present that to me as, well, you guys were involved in slavery yourselves, I would ask, well, did the black kings that were involved, whether in a major way or a minor way, where are their descendants now? Are their descendants benefiting from that slave trade now? Were these black kings that sat on the throne and were involved to some extent or a major extent in the slave trade to some degree, are their children benefiting from that trade now? No, they were conquered and sold off themselves. So it didn't make a difference. You had, for example, in West Africa, you had rival kings fighting each other, and we would take our prisoners of war and sell them off. But then once we sold them off, we got conquered. We were in the same ship together. Like, hey, I know you. I put you in. We're in the same damn boat. So it didn't benefit either one. Like, for example, let's say you had Israelites that were kings, right? Let's just go example. And you had Israelite kings that were involved in the trade, right? Because they were fighting. Let's say you and I have kingdoms. You and me are going to war. and I beat you in the war, and I take your people as captives, including you, and you're a slave, a servant, and the white man comes along and I sell you to him, right? And he puts you on a boat. Then they whip my ass and conquer me, and I'm on the same boat as you. What happened to both of us? We got conquered. That was what happened in Africa. Now, let's say, for example, I conquered you, and I'm good. You just shipped off somewhere. I got paid off for you being off for selling you off, right? The white man comes back to Africa, and what's he do? He does the scout. He does the Berlin Conference, where they come and they conquer Africa and they cut it among themselves, and they took all the wealth they took all the wealth. So no one benefited from that. No one. Even if blacks were involved on a minor scale in the selling of their people, we still ended up getting colonized or destroyed by the same people we sold us to. So the curse
to say like
regardless.
we didn't like design the system like we.
No, the system
is
right. The system we had is if like I said before, if I was a king and you was a king, and I conquered your kingdom, and you were a war captive, a war prisoner, you were a slave for a certain time, and you got pretty much you served your sentence. And so when we sold our brothers to the white man, we thought it was the same system. It wasn't. And so some kings are like, yo, we didn't know you were going to do that, and they fought back against it. Some kings didn't care. Some kings are like, yo, this is not right. We didn't know you were going to take them on the damn ship and make them perpetual slaves. So the history varies. But at the end of the day, just to wrap it up, sum it all up, none of our people who were involved in the selling of our people benefited from it the same way the white man does today. They still have the money, the old money. They built an entire European system that runs the world today off of it. There's no old money that black people have today. There's no wealthy black families walking around today that can say, yeah, my family owned slaves. There's none. If there are some, name them. Like the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Walmarts, or not Waltons, the Waltons behind Walmart. These are white families that come from slave money, right? That run things, that are multi-billionaires, right? So name 3 or 4 black families who had African or Jake kings as their forefathers that sold slaves that got money off of it now. Name them. There are none. Why? Because they got conquered too. It don't make a difference. You understand?
It's like it's like when you mentioned the Planet of the Apes movie. You remember that white the albino gorilla, like they called him a donkey. Like he betrayed. He betrayed his fellow apes. So they used that gorilla to as a sellout. So he betrayed.
But he wasn't a sellout. Yeah, the bad guy's a good guy.
And then they discarded, start calling him a donkey too. Right?
Yeah. Well, the donkey part, that's not that movie. That's the old version. The donkey is the newer version with the sellout help the white people. That's the newer version. In that old version, he was an elder that got captured. In that old one, he was an elder that got captured, and so that's why he's tied like this, or whatever he's talking. But in the new one, the donkey was a sellout Negro. In the newest ones,
Yeah.
So
yeah, but that movie of Planet of the Apes, it's I watched the commentary you did like long ago on it. Like it reflects like the first Planet of the Apes when they were escaping. Like Caesar is like Moses, and the rest of the apes are like the Israelites.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, it's a Bible story because in the end they end up in the desert, I believe.
Yeah.
Like they were crossing the desert, then they went into the forest.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's all about us. So the whole thing's about us. The whole thing's about us. Planet of the Apes is about Jake. A what if movie. What if black people ruled the earth? It would be a Planet of Apes. It's a mockery. It's like a mockery of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep it short.
Yes, sir. All praises. Yes, sir. All praises all the time, man.
Yeah,
yes,
shalom, sir.
Excellent question. Thank you. All praise to the Lord. Yep. So if somebody trying to come with y'all to ask that question, you know the answer now. All right? Where we at? Okay, get the book now. What else I wanted to get? What else I want you to get? Anything else? Oh, yeah, the gleanings. We ain't got much time. Okay, I'm going to try. Yeah, I want that. Let me see.
You got another Zoom call, D.
Another one?
Oh, no.
All right.
Damn.
Yep, the book. Fire. No, give me the memoirs. I want the memoirs. No. Give me the Oxford Illustrated book. Oxford Illustration. I want page 266. Yeah, the British monarchy. Yep. I want you to zoom in to read the left. Move to the left. Read that verse.
A day's business in the court.
A day's business in the court of who?
Of King's Bench.
Watch.
Which emerged in Henry II's reign and became the senior court of common law.
Watch.
By 1420, it ceased to travel about the country and met permanently in the Great Hall of Westminster. Beneath the royal arms, 5 justices are shown presiding.
5 justices are shown presiding. Watch.
Below them, around the green-covered table, are the officers of the court.
Officers of the court.
Including clerks writing the rolls.
Stenographers.
Of the 2 ushers with staves, one is administering an oath.
Watch.
The prisoners. The prisoners are marshaled in chains to appear in turn at the bar of the court.
Go to the image now. These are all black judges here. Black judges. With a coat of arms on the wall. Our coats of arms on the wall. And you see these are all black men here. Look at their hands. These are black men. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. You got the stenographers right here. You got the white men here, some white folks here, and some black here. They're writing down what's happening. They're stenographers at the green table, taking notes what's going on. Go down. Go down. Look at the white man right here with his feet. See his feet chained? Go down, go down. See them, their feet chained? That's them being judged by us. Okay, that's them being judged in our court. These are black people ruling the world. Judges, you got some black, you got some white folks here and black folks, whatever, here, writing things down. You got the lawyers, I guess the lawyers right there. The lawyers, I guess, right here somewhere behind the bench. Black man right there to the left. You can't deny that right there. That's a black man right there. Look at Michael Jackson before the surgery. All right, go down. And these are all the prisoners to the bench. These are all the prisoners waiting trial, waiting to be tried. Go to the right. White, black man, see a black man right there with the yellow one. Black man right there. Another black man right there. We were judging matters. We had white folks in our court. All right, that's what I want. King Henry II's court. Now, that's what I want. Give me the memoirs of the Secret Services. I want that first. I mentioned Anne and Mary for a reason, William and George for a reason, because when they turned their back on their father, they decided to have spies come in there and to pretty much execute or to exile anyone who was in the league or the family of them. Read that.
Memoirs of the Secret Services of John Mackey during the reigns of King William, Queen Anne, and King George I.
Yep,
including also the true secret history of the rise, promotions, and etc. of the English and Scots nobility, officers, civil, military, naval, and other persons of distinction from the Revolution.
Okay, John Mackey. Go to the next book. Read on. Go in there. Go. 1730. This book is published in 1733. This is published in 1733. Very old book. Go up. Read.
Memoirs of the Secret Services of John Mackey.
John Mackey was a spy that was hired by these particular individuals here during the reigns of who?
King William, Queen Anne, and King George I.
Watch.
Including also the true secret history of the rise, promotions, etc. of the English and Scots nobility, officers, civil, military, naval, and other persons of distinction from the Revolution, and their respective characters at large, drawn up by Mr. Mackey, pursuant to the direction of Her Royal Highness the Princess Sophia.
Go down. Published.
Published from his original manuscript.
So he wrote this. Go ahead.
And attested by his son, Spring Mackey,
Esquire. Go ahead.
The second edition.
That's all I want. So this is John Mackey writing down. He's giving intel because they're planning on overthrowing James II or Charles II and James II. So he had to get intel on the descendants, the children, their ranks, all that, to have them killed off or exiled during the slave trade, the Hanoverian slave trade. Now go to the next page I want. First page I want. 16, read that. So he writes down those who will be loyal to the king and their family members. Read that.
Characters of the Charles, Duke of Somerset, Master of the Horse. Of the ancient family of Seymour, who made so great a figure in the reign of Edward VI.
Go down. So this is about a man by the name of go up. Charles, Duke of Somerset. Go down. His description. Go down. Okay. Go next one. Next page. Go up. Go up to the top. So go to the last page. 16. So characters of, go up. Characters of the, go over, so page 17, of the court of Great Britain. That's what's going into. So these are the people who worked in the court. I showed y'all a court earlier of black people ruling. So this guy, John Mackey, was a spy hired by William and Anne and Mary and George to spy out who is in league with the King Charles II, their family, their friends, their officials. This is a spy. This is his intel. So this is about Charles of Somerset. Read this here.
Designs of King William's ministry joined in impeaching the partition.
Go to page 16 again. I think this might be Charles' son. Go over. We see. Read that. This Duke
in the reign of King Charles II had the garter and married the heiress of Piercy of Northumberland, which much increased his estate. But he made no considerable figure till the reign of King James, when being in waiting as bedchamberman at the arrival of the Pope's nuncio in England, and refusing to assist at the ceremony of the introduction.
That's all I want. Go to the next page. It might be Charles' second son. Might be his son. I'm not sure. Go down to this man here. Read that.
He is of middle.
Go to the top. You see. On the Queen's ascension, read that.
On the Queen's ascension to the throne, he was made Master of the Horse, and appears at court with a great deal of warmth for a party that seems to suffer by King William's death.
Read this here.
He is of middle stature. Well shaped, a very black complexion.
What did he have?
A very black complexion.
Go ahead.
A lover of music and poetry, of good judgment, but by reason of great hesitation in his speech, wants expression. He is about 42 years old.
Black complexion. Next one. Next page.
William, Duke of...
Real fast. Go back to his name again. Charles. I'm going to see this is Charles' second son. Type in Charles, Duke of Somerset. I'm going to see who he is. It might be Charles' second son. He might be. I think that's him. I could be wrong. It mentions his sons in here. No stone unturned. Okay, Charles Seymour of Somerset, Duke of Somerset. Click Britannica. Okay, he was a British statesman in the reign of Queen Anne who helped secure the ascension of George I. Okay, so go out. No, he's not the son of. Go out. Read next one. See, he was very black. You see that picture's a white man. It's a very black complexion. Where do you get that white man from? Very black complexion. Next.
William, Duke of Devonshire, Lord Stewart of the household.
Go down. Was always a firm assertor of the liberties of his country and the Protestant religion, for which he met with several hardships in King James' reign. I believe James II and VII. Go ahead. He
took up arms at the Revolution and was by King William created Duke and had the Garter.
Go down. Go to description. Next page. Okay.
John Duke of Buckinghamshire, etc. Lord Privy Seal. Was Earl of Mulgrave in the reign of King Charles II.
Go down. I want the pages I want to circle. What pages have I written down? Yeah, I don't want to go through all of it. Wasting time. Yeah, what I circled. Okay, we can't read all of that. Let me see. Read that. Sidney, Lord Godolphin.
Sidney, Lord Godolphin, Lord High Treasurer of England.
The second son of a good family in Cornwall. Was page to King Charles II. Go down. Yes, kind of blurred. Go down. Go next page. Read that.
This queen has deservedly made him Lord High Treasurer.
It's the same guy, I believe. Go down. The description. Read that.
Go up. He hath an admirable, clear understanding of slow speech with an awful, serious deportment. Does more than he promises.
We go back to makes it supportable of low stature. It's not there. Nope. Go down. Of low stature. Right there. Go ahead.
Of a low stature.
Short.
Thin. With a very black and stern countenance.
Very black and stern face. Black man again. Black man again. Next. This is the court of the king.
Daniel, Earl of
Nottingham. Earl of that's what's that? Robin Hood? Earl of Nottingham? That's Robin Hood. Go down. Next. Read that here. Bottom here. Read that. He also.
In his habit, a tall, thin.
Go to him again. Go to him again. His name. Who is he again?
Daniel, Earl of Nottingham.
Now go to the next page. Watch this. Zoom in. Watch this.
He hath also the exterior air of business, and application enough to make him very capable.
Very smart. Watch.
In his habit and manners, very formal. A tall, thin, very black man.
Stop. A tall, thin, very black man like what?
Like a Spaniard or Jew.
Oh, man. Like a Spaniard or a Jew, about 50 years old. Because the Spaniards originally were black. So he's tall and thin like a Spaniard or a Jew. This is written in 1733. Come on. He's a very thin man like a Spaniard or more, or a Jew. Or a Jew. So that means Jews are known to be black in 1733.
And tall.
And tall. There's the next page.
Officer Yakin, you're not fitting any of these right now.
Where we at?
Smile is sinister.
Go ahead. Lawrence. Y'all ain't trouble people, man. Y'all trouble.
Earl of Rochester. Is the second son of Chancellor High Lord Clarendon. An uncle to the present queen.
Okay, he's the uncle of the present queen. Go down. Next page. Zoom in. He is of a middle.
He is of a middle stature, well shaped, of a brown complexion.
That's the queen's uncle. Brown complexion, about
60 years old.
Next. Right there, yep. Go over. That seems to be a bit. 33.
Earl of Romney.
Okay, go back. Earl of what? Earl of what? Come on.
Earl of Romney is a third son of Earl of Leicester's family.
Okay. The brother.
And brother to that famous Algernon Sidney who was beheaded.
Okay, go to the next page. Zoom in.
He
also made 2 or 3.
He also made 2 or 3 journeys in disguise into England, and was indeed the great wheel on which the revolution rolled. King William made him colonel of his foot guards.
They call it the Great Revolution. That's when the white man took over the throne. They call it the Revolution, the glorious Revolution. So this guy was a sellout. Go down. Read that here.
On the queen's ascension to the throne, he was stripped of all but the foot guards. He is a gentleman that have lived up to the employments the king gave him, of great honor and honesty, with a moderate capacity.
Next page. I'm just saying nothing. I want to read. The Duke of Newcastle.
Duke of Newcastle is the name of Halls of the name of Halls was Earl of Clare before the Revolution.
Go down. Read that. Figure at his seat in Yorkshire is firm.
Is firm for the constitution of his country, and have only one daughter,
Watch.
who will be the richest heiress in Europe.
His daughter will be the richest heiress in Europe. His daughter. Watch.
He is a black, ruddy complexioned man.
What's that mean? That means ruddy don't mean white. He is a black, ruddy complexioned man. Meaning black with a healthy complexion. Black, ruddy, can't be black, white complexioned. Black, ruddy complexioned man, near 60 years old. So that ruddy stuff, I gotta stop that ruddy stuff. White ruddies, white people. No, it's not. Not in the 1700s. That's the Germanic, that is the Germanic or Slavic definition of ruddy. In the English, the Bible is Anglican, it's brown. Healthy, brown, clear. That's what it means. Go on, next. Black, ruddy complexion. Damn. Read that. This guy here, Charles.
Charles Lennox, Duke of Richmond.
Watch.
Is son to King Charles II.
That's what I wanted. This is Charles Lennox, Duke of Richmond, is the son to King Charles II. King Charles I, grandson. Now let's go down. Read on. Watch. He was carried.
He was carried by his mother into France in the reign of King James and left France in the reign of King William.
He ran. Go ahead.
When he declared himself for the religion and constitution of his country.
Go down to the right here. Read that.
He is a gentleman. He is a gentleman, good-natured to a fault, very well-bred, and have many valuable things in him.
This is King Charles II's son. Watch.
Is an enemy to business, very credulous.
Well-shaped.
Watch. Black complexion.
Watch.
Much like King Charles. Not 30 years old.
He's black like his father. He's much black complexion, much like King Charles. Just like King James. This book was published in 1733. And if I see y'all putting shorts of this book up, I'm going to embarrass you. Go next one.
Charles, Duke of St. Albans, is son to King Charles II by Mrs. Gwynn.
Go down. He is a gentleman.
He is a gentleman every way.
Go up to the top. Who's it again?
Is
Charles,
son
Duke
to
of
King
Albans. Charles,
Duke of St. Albans.
So you had, the first one was Charles, right? What was the first son's name?
The others. Yeah, Charles Lennox.
So Charles Lennox is one son. Charles' son, go ahead. And this right here, go ahead.
Is son to Charles, Duke of St. Albans, is son to King Charles II by Mrs. Gwynn. Was made by King William, one of the bedchamber and captain of the band of pensioners.
Okay, pensioners. Yeah, pensioners. So this, I'm not sure if this is the same Charles. Let's see, he had two sons named Charles.
He had 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 Charles as sons.
Wow, he did them all Charles. Like he did a George Foreman. Yeah. George, and George. So he had sons named Charles. So this son right here, let's see how he's described. Go down.
He is a gentleman every way de bon naturel, well-bred, doth not love business, is well affected to the constitution of his country. He is of a black complexion, not so tall as the Duke of Northumberland.
Northumberland, yeah.
Northumberland, thank you. Yet, very like King Charles.
Turned
30 years old.
Last one was not 30. This one's 30. So these are all his sons. Read on. Charles Fitzroy.
Charles Fitzroy, Duke of Grafton, is grandson to King Charles II.
His son's son. Go ahead.
and son to the heirs of Bennett, Earl of Arlington.
Go down to the bottom. What is he?
A tall black man, about 25 years old.
Yo, listen, bro. I'm telling you. Black man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, history is crazy. If you look, you'll find. All right. Next, who else we got? We got John, Duke of Montagu in England. Go down, 44. Go ahead.
He have of the best estates in England, which knows
He had the best estates in England. Go ahead.
which knows very well how to improve. Of a middle stature,
So this is John, Duke of Montagu. Go ahead.
inclining to of
I'm
a
not sure.
coarse, dark complexion.
Dark complexion. Of a coarse, dark complexion. We're the state. Where those estates now? Are they in black hands now? No. John Lord Somers, late Lord Chancellor of a creditable family in the city of Worcester. Go down.
He is of a grave deportment, easy and free in conversation, something of a libertine, of middle stature, brown complexion, near 50 years old.
Black people, these are all black people here. Black sons, these are black nobility here. Who's this? Algernon Capel, Earl of Essex.
Is son to that earl whose throat was cut in the tower of the reign of King Charles II.
Damn. Go ahead, go down. The Queen.
The Queen continues him in his regiment and has made him brigadier general. He is a well-bred gentleman, brown complexion, and well-shaped, but his mouth is always open. He is about 30 years old.
Black man again.
Basil Fielding, Earl of Denbigh, is representative of the name and family of Fielding.
Go down. But on the difference between the king and him.
But on the difference between the king and him, quitted that family and hath a regiment of dragoons.
Dragoons is an elite military. Go ahead.
He is a gentleman of good nature, but is one of the greatest drinkers in England.
Watch.
He is tall, fat, very black, and turned to 40 years old.
Black people, knights, brigadier, dragoons. This is insane.
In the red, yo.
What happened?
He's in the red.
Oh, damn. Break your ass, though. Break your behind, though. He's a damn dragoon. He's one of them fat, strong dudes. Where we at?
Richard Lumley, Earl of Scarborough, of the ancient and noble family of Lumley. He was bred up in the religion of his family, which had been always Roman Catholic.
Go down. Earl of King. Okay, read that. Up. Trade was genius, lay very much this way. A handsome man.
Of a brown complexion, turned to 50 years old.
Earl of Kingston.
Of the name and family of Pierpoint. Hath a very good estate, is a very fine gentleman of good sense, well bred, and a lover of the ladies. Entirely in the interests of his country, makes a good figure, is of a black complexion. Well made, not 40
These
years
are all
old.
earls and dukes and kings and chancellors and knights. It's black people. Black people all over the place. Read that here. Thomas
Tustin, Earl of Thanet.
Go down to his good country gentleman. He improves his estate greatly.
He improves his estate greatly, which is very considerable. He is a good country gentleman, a great asserter of the prerogatives of the monarchy and the church.
Watch.
A thin, tall, black, red-faced man.
Ready.
Turned of 60 years old.
Oh, boy. Tall black man. Next one.
Edward Montague, Earl of Sandwich, as a branch of the family of Montague.
He was a gentleman.
He was gentleman of horse to the prince, of very ordinary parts, married the witty Lord Rochester's daughter, who makes him very expensive.
Rich. Watch.
A tall, thin,
So he was so sandwiched, but he's still thin. Thin, go ahead.
black man.
Tall, thin, black man. Go ahead.
About 35 years old.
Next, there more. Richard Earl of Rainlog. Go down. Earl. Go down. He is a bold man.
He is a bold man and very happy in
here we
jests
go.
and
Damn.
repartees.
Here we go.
He have often turned the humor of the House of Commons when they have designed to have been very severe. He is very fat, black, and turned of 60 years old.
Black, fat, black dude. Earls. There more? Yep, read that.
Montague Venables Bertie, Earl of Abingdon.
Was made by the
was
Queen.
made by the Queen Constable of the Tower of London.
He's a constable of Tower of London. Go ahead.
Is very high for the monarchy and church, of a black complexion, past 40 years old.
More. Go down. Go down. Earl of Feversham.
Is the third son of the family of in France.
King. He is middle.
He is middle.
He is a middle-statured brown man.
He is a middle-statured brown man turned to 50 years
All
old.
black people, man. This is insanity. Next. Go down here. Oh boy. Lord George of Abergavenny.
Is gentleman of the bedchamber to the Prince of Denmark, have learning, wit, and one of the best libraries in England. Is a little brown man, very lovely, 30 years old.
Okay. All praise. Well, someone said it. I felt it coming. I felt it. That was what happened.
Robert Lord Lexington.
Robert Lord Lexington. Go ahead.
A well-bred gentleman and an agreeable companion, handsome, of a brown complexion, 40 years old.
All right. Neville. Lord
Neville.
of Lovelace.
Lord Lovelace is Lieutenant Colonel of the Horse Guards.
A colonel. Go ahead.
A very pretty gentleman of good sense and well at court. A short, fat, brown man, not 40 years old.
Go down. Damn. Lord
Grey of Work.
Go down. He joined King William.
He joined King William
Sell out. Go ahead.
at the Revolution and is zealous asserter of the liberties of the people. A thin, brown, handsome man, middle stature, turned to 40 years old.
Some of them was coons. But that status.
John Lord Ashburnham.
Yeah, Ashburnham.
Hath a great estate in Sussex and improves it. Is a thin, brown man, 50 years old.
Yeah, where are these black people now? Where their property at now? I don't see black folks owning a bunch of property in Sussex.
Sir George Rooke is of a gentleman's family in Canterbury, of no great estate, but always well esteemed in that country.
Go down. Next. Read that.
He maintains all his ships with his sword and is ready enough to give any man satisfaction who questions his conduct that way.
He is stern look man. He is a
stern look man of a brown complexion, well shaped and 60 years old.
Next.
Mr. Boyle, Chancellor of the
Exeter.
He is of middle stature, inclining, fat, dark complexion, wears his own hair, and is turned.
He used to wear wigs back then, so he wears his own hair. He wore wigs. He wears his own hair and turned 30 years old. You know them stupid gray wigs used to like stupid song they play. It had the wigs on. That was us doing that stupid stuff.
Sir Charles Hedges, Secretary of State.
It's a good family in Wiltshire. Civilian. Go down. Next page. He doth not want.
I don't
know. Have a very good address in business.
Address in business. Is a handsome man of a dark complexion, turned to 45 years old.
Yep.
John, Archbishop of York.
Archbishops, dukes, earls. Go down. He was made by King William, Archbishop of York.
He is one of the greatest omen of the Church of England, of great piety and learning, a black man, and 55 years old.
Oh, boy. Read this here.
Mr. Matuam, ambassador to the King of Portugal.
Wow, he's an ambassador to the King of Portugal. Let's go down and see how he looks. He is a man of intrigue.
He is a man of intrigue, but very muddy in his conceptions.
Watch.
And not quickly understood in anything.
Watch.
In his complexion and manners.
His complexion and manners.
Much of a Spaniard.
Much of a Spaniard.
A tall black man, 50 years old.
Black. Because blacks were ruling Spain for so long. Of course, Spanish. So Spaniard and black was synonymous. Go down.
Mr. Stanhope.
Yep. Envoy extraordinary to the States.
And he is certainly fit for any negotiation. The father is now old, and the son a handsome black man turned of 30 years of age.
Lord Galloway, Lieutenant General. Go down. He is one of the finest gentlemen.
He is one of the finest gentlemen in the army, with a head fitted for the cabinet.
Don't give a complaint. Go to the next page. You don't give this. I want a description. That's all I want. Yep, read that. Earl of Orkney.
Earl of Orkney, Lieutenant General. He is a very well-shaped black man. Is brave, but by reason of hesitation in his speech, wants
he wants or
expression.
lacks expression. Next page. Black man. Next.
Sir Charles Harrow, Lieutenant General.
Was what? Was the status? Was the tutor?
Was tutor to the Earl of Ossory, the Duke of Ormond's father, and had a company in his regiment in Holland.
Go down. What was he? How he look?
Fit to command, if not too covetous. He is a short black man, 50 years old.
There you go. That's good. It didn't go left. Very good. Go ahead.
Colonel Matthew Almer, Vice Admiral of the Fleet.
I heard it.
You have a very good.
He has a very good head, indefatigable, and designing. Is very zealous
for the liberties of the people.
To the liberties of the people, makes good figure in the parliament, as the fleet, is handsome in his person, a brown man turned to 50 years old. Sir Stafford Fairborn, Vice Admiral.
Go down.
He is very brave, much of a man of honor, loves play and a bottle a little, have good sense, is fat, swarthy,
and
of a Moorish complexion.
That's even blacker than black. Moorish complexion and swarthy. He's black and black. Damn.
Rear Admiral Weishart.
Was
born in Scotland and came over with King William at the Revolution in a very ordinary capacity.
Go down. He have put great luck.
He have had great luck in prizes and purchased a good estate. He is a black man toward 50 years old.
Telling you, man. Telling you. Our history is very, very extensive. You dig deep enough. Go up. Categories of the. Okay. There's more of him. More on him again. Much man of a man of quality. Early access thin. Go ahead.
Of a black complexion, turned to 45 years old.
I'm not sure what that's about, but he's black too.
Marquis of Annandale, President of the Council.
President of the Council, chief of the ancient family of Johnston. Go down and see how he looks.
As he does in his person, being tall, lusty,
lusty's fat. Tall, fat,
and well shaped.
So with like a fat. I don't know what that means. Well shaped. Go ahead.
With a very black complexion.
Watch.
Her Majesty created him from Earl to Marquis of Annandale and Knight Companion of the Thistle.
And he's Knight too on top of that. Next.
Marquis of Tweendale. He is named by the Queen to be Lord High Chancellor, a short brown man towards 60 years old.
Next.
Earl of Roxburgh.
Go down. He's a very gentleman. Person.
I see brown complexion.
That's all I wanted. Next.
Andrew Fletcher of Salton.
Go down. Next. Read that.
He have written some excellent tracts, but not published in his name, and have a very fine genius.
Very smart.
Is a low, thin man, brown complexion.
Full of fire.
Full of fire, with a stern, sour look, and 50 years old.
Okay, next.
Lord Belhaven is a branch of the family of Hamilton and was the only peer who opposed the Act of Succession in Scotland.
What down?
A rough, fat, black, noisy man, more like a butcher than a lord, turned of 50 years old.
Oh, boy.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Earl of Melfort, brother to the Earl of Perth.
Fat, black, noisy man. Damn. Go down, go down.
He is tall, black, stoops in the shoulders, thin and turned of 50 years old.
Black again.
Earl of Errol. The present Earl have lived retired since the Revolution. He is of a brown complexion, middle stature towards 70 years old.
Telling you, man.
Earl of Murray is of the royal family of Stewart, lineally descended from the first Earl, natural son to King James V of Scotland.
Okay, so he's the son of King James V of Scotland,
who was regent during the misfortunes of his sister Mary.
Okay, let's see how he looks.
He is a very good-natured man and was wrought upon by the court to do whatever they please. He is a very fat and fair, near 70 years old.
Skin. Okay. That's it. We got another Zoom call. I'm going to get the Zoom call. We're going to end it on there. All praises. Yep. Hello, hello, hello. Caller, hello, hello.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, bro. Shalom, shalom. Where you calling? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name's Terry. I'm calling from Toronto, Canada.
Okay, okay. All praises, sir. How you doing? What's going on, Terry?
Well, I was seeing on like the topic you're on, and it's like King James and Ireland and our history. I found this castle that's in Scotland,
Okay.
and it was called Dunnottar Castle. I was just wondering if you would Wikipedia it. You would see that Queen Mary Scots, she stayed there, and King James VI stayed there, and the crown jewels were hidden there.
Oh, wow.
And part of the Jacobite, I guess it's a rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
They use that as like a place they would conjugate or a hideout.
Oh, what's it called?
And
What's it called again?
it's spelled Dunnottar. Dunnottar, I guess that's how you use it. D-U-N
Black.
N-O-T-T-A-R Castle, Scotland.
Dunnottar. Okay.
And I sent some pictures, but when you open up the Wikipedia about it, you'll see that it was built on a cliff on the ocean.
You got it?
So you got it?
We're gonna show it. We're gonna put it up. If we can, you can put it up at the same time.
Yeah, and it's like it was hard to it was built there, so it would be hard to invade, you know.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Yep.
And it was built in I think it was 960, and it was built on again in the 1500s.
Well, we see it here. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, it's still standing too.
Yeah, you could visit it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is crazy.
You could visit it. I haven't visited. I haven't been to Europe, to be honest. But like, I was just looking on YouTube, and they showed it. So I was like, it's very interesting. I know you guys know a lot. You research a lot. I really appreciate it. I've been watching you guys from day one, episode 1. Watch it every Sunday.
All praise, all praise.
And I love your topics. And yeah, I have to commend you guys. Love this.
Sir. All praises to the Most High. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's Castle. That Castle's crazy. That's black, built by black hands.
Black hands.
Yeah, built by black hands, brick by brick, on top of a mountain. Look at that. It's nice. Wow.
If you go through it when you have time later, you'll see it's huge.
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell. This is crazy. It overlooks the ocean too. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's unpenetrable. Like you can't get into there. It's hard.
Yeah, of course.
It's been, I think, once it ever got invaded.
Wow. That's crazy. That is.
All secret tunnels underneath the mountain, you know, in the cliff.
Yeah. Wow.
But I appreciate you taking my call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it. This is some good stuff here.
All right, thank you.
We're gonna add this to our list of castles we got, built by black hands. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. All praises, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff. Add that to the archives, man. The black-handed castles. That's it.
Yes, sir.
All right. All praise. All praise. Let's go to Dunna. Let me see. Go down. Go down to the bottom. No, it shows what it's called. Right there. Dunatar. Okay. Dunatar. All right. Yeah, I know I've done probably something to do with black, obviously. Done. All praise to the Most High, man. But we're going to end it on that note. And then I hope you guys got some good information out today. Got some good information today out the class. The memoirs of the Secret Services. We got some more stuff here regarding Jacobite. We're going to go into Jacobites, more into that as well. Dunatar is Richardson's Gaelic. Remember we read earlier the black Negro children in Jamaica, they spoke Gaelic. The name Dunatar originates from the Scottish Gaelic. It comes from the term Dun Soitier, fort on the shelving slope, or fortress on a falling slope. Okay, Dun, Gaelic word for fort, castle, fortified hill, foit here, slope or declivity. Okay. So castle on it, basically castle on a slope. Okay, all praises. That's good stuff. All right, so Lord's will, life lasts. We were going to touch on some more stuff next week on the Jacobite gleanings. And I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to let you guys just wait. Lord's will next week, we got to go into that stuff as well. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson as much as I enjoyed going over with y'all. I enjoyed finding it and going over it with y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to it and watch. So all praise to the Most High. All right. Good.
All praises to the Lord. All praises to the Lord. Great class, D. Great class.
Gosh.
All praises.
It's a rare day. All praises. Wow.
All right, Israel, our hidden history. Make sure you subscribe to all of our YouTube channels. We have IUIC Philadelphia in the classroom, IUIC Philadelphia. Also, donate to OHH on PayPal at IUIC.Philadelphia at Israelite.org. Donate to the Booster Club on PayPal, IUIC.fundraising at Israelite.org. Last but not least, subscribe to IUIC TV. Get the exclusive content from the leadership of IUIC. All right, so we know we have the missing person. So we have Raquel Smith and Adriana Stowe. All right, so they're from Philadelphia, 4100 Parkside Ave. They're the ages of 30 and also 1 year old. Their sex is females, African American. Hair color is black. Eye color is brown. Height is unknown. Weight unknown. If you do see our sisters, last whereabouts was on May 4th, 2026. Please contact the proper authorities. Last seen they were wearing was a pink shirt with black tights. And she is known to be frequent at the Kensington section of Philadelphia. All right. You got the land fund. You got IUIC.nationhood at Israelite.org. Make sure you put in the note section, land. All right, and also, as you well know, the broadcast team, we are always seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. Just scan that QR code. Thank you for your time, everyone.
All right, all praises. All praises. All right, so, and then that note, we kind of went over on our time, but it was worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I enjoy going over that stuff. We're approaching our 200th episode, man. We are at 198.
That's right.
Next week will be 199. We got cook up something special for y'all. Lord's will in 2 weeks. If the Lord allows, we'll be at our 200th episode. So we gotta do it big. Do something different. So hope you guys are in tune for that, or are available to watch that in the next 2 weeks. We'll be at our 200. That's a lot of episodes, man. 200 episodes. So stay tuned. We have some special guests on. We're gonna do a collaboration. We'll see what happens, man. Right now we're cooking up some stuff. We don't know what we're gonna do yet, but we're working on it. So Lord's will life last will be as fun for us as it'll be for you. So shalom, most high Christ bless. Until next time, Shalom. See y'all again.
Shalom, Israel. Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless.